Well, the minus temperatures outside might have you reaching for the thermostat. The heat is sure picking up here inside the Bell MTS Iceplex and in the MJHL standings. Good evening and welcome wherever you are, whenever you do. As always, we thank you for joining us for an MJHL meeting along the Manitoba Sports Network as the number 8 seed Winnipeg Blues play host to the number 2 seed and 3-time defending champion Portage Terriers. My name is Rory McGoran, alongside my broadcast partner Theo Tutkaluk. Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Aveda Institute.
Want a career in the salon industry but have no experience? Aveda Institute's program is designed to provide aspiring stylists with the solid technical foundations and business tools to achieve your success. With our in-house store and salon, knowledgeable educators, 95% placement, and our 9-month course, we will have you prepared for the demands of the industry. Now accepting applications for our January class, Aveda Institute Winnipeg, Hair School, the way it should be. See us today.
Well, the Blues come into tonight's matchup 3-2 in their last 5 games, and most recently, a 4-2 loss to these very own Portage Terriers back on December 13th. So a week free of games to gather their legs for a team that's maybe still looking for their identity, Theo, with a record just a hint above 500 at 15-14-4.
Well, good evening, Roy, and thanks for bringing me in here. And like we've mentioned, the identity of this Winnipeg Blues team this year for Coach Billy Keane has been a bit of one of those conundrums, if you will. I mean, you talk about a team that's young, has some experience, but certainly not as much experience as you will see in the team in green this evening. However, you should see something within the first half of this season and what type of team we are playing with the Winnipeg Blues. The Winnipeg Blues come in 1 game above 500 in the season thus far. They have a goal differential that is slightly on the negative side, sitting at -12. And you have to look at saying to yourselves, okay, what is next? What is going to bring upon for the second half for this Blues team? And it's a massive question mark that we might need to see a couple of games here from the Blues and some commitment to part of the game that is going to progress and going to lead this team to the win column more often than not.
Well, what better of a measuring stick game can you ask for? I know they just played them last. The season series between these two teams is 3-1 in favor of the Portage Terriers, this being Game 5. And like I was saying, what better measuring stick again midway through this season can you get than the 3-time defending champion and the RBC Cup champion 2 years removed, the Portage Terriers?
And the Portage Terriers are certainly by no means any type of slouch over the last 3 years. We've touched on that already. What for the Blues need to require here is how are they going to beat teams as powerful as the Portage Terriers come the second half of this season? Measuring stick put aside, it's now not a time to measure, rather a time to win and time to start moving up the standings. Sitting in 8th place is not a very comfortable position. However, when you have the chance and you have the skill and the scoring ability of some of the forwards we're going to see tonight for the Blues organization, you're going to hopefully build on that character and see great goaltending from the Blues so they can stop and they can build a momentum, because Portage played last night. They do not have the legs that the Blues should have coming out. But at the same token, maybe too much rest is enough for the wary to say, okay, maybe playing more often than not now is better for the Terriers.
So flipping to Portage, a team that's obviously accustomed to winning, having won the last 3 Turnbull Cup championships and 2 years removed from an RBC Cup championship. Different story for them when it comes to rest. Like you mentioned, they played at home last night, a 6-2 win over Wayway, where they had 12 different point getters. So I'll ask you this. What does the balanced attack do for the 3-time defending champions in a scenario just like this where they play back-to-back games?
When it comes to back-to-back games or any type of game for this Terriers, a balanced attack will lead to better scoring from all sets of lines. And the reason we talk about this is because when you come to prepare against a team like Portage, when you have 12 different goal or scoring strikers in a game like last night versus Wayway, you have to say, who do we prepare for? Is it the defensive core that we have to worry about moving up on the rush? Is it the power play that's going to be mesmerizing us tonight? Is the fact that this team, the Portage Terriers, who have already scored 8 shorthanded goals thus far, will that be part of the game that we have to worry about as well? And it's not just a one animal you got to worry about. It's like a 3 or 4-headed monster when it comes to the Terriers. And for the Blues, you have to prepare on all fronts. The main issue is you can't do that for 60 minutes of hockey. And that is why the Portage Terriers are such a dangerous team game in and game out, whether they have no rest playing back-to-backs or they can take a chance to take 3 or 4 days off, Rory.
So looking deeper into the stats now, you've mentioned this already, the Blues have a goal differential of -12. Meanwhile, Portage sits at a really pretty +51. So starting with Winnipeg, although they're sitting just above 500, the -12 goal differential is something that has to change if they want to remain on the winning side of the MJHL standings.
Without question. I mean, right now they sit 13 points behind the Terriers in the standings. There is a difference, absolutely, when it comes to scoring and the prowess of their scoring. The balanced attack isn't so balanced. We're seeing more goal scoring from the forwards aspect. We're not seeing the defensemen joining too much of a rush for the Blues organization this year thus far. And for the Winnipeg Blues, they need to begin scoring more and not letting them score as much. That's the bottom line of the whole scenario right there. Sure, you can let in 5, but you got to score 6, 7, or 8, and you have to continue to do that game in and game out. Do the Winnipeg Blues have that type of scoring threat in the front? I believe they do. I believe their job is to get the puck in deep and get the defenseman worried about the play below the circles, and then a continued attack to the front of the net with scoring opportunities, with the goalie not being able to see that first shot. That is what the Winnipeg Blues need to do. We obviously realize they're not going to be scoring as much, but you know what? Garbage goals are garbage goals. Finesse goals are finesse goals. And at the end of the night, after 60 minutes, when you have more than the other team, you've been the best team that night. You don't have to be the best team every single day, but come game night, you got to be the best team.
So special teams always being a factor in every contest, and we always, try to go out of our way to mention the special teams of either team in the matchup that we're broadcasting. What does it say for a team like the Terriers, who've taken the 3rd most penalty minutes in the league with 748, and yet still have the league best penalty kill with 86.5%, and the most shorthanded goals in the league with 8? And then the second part of the question, what can the Blues do on the opportunities given to them against the Terriers tonight, who seem to be shutting everyone out, although they take a lot of penalty minutes?
Well, the Portage Terriers are playing just like that. They are playing like a terrier, that dog that's consistently at you, game in and game out. But more importantly, they're playing that attack that the dog knows, okay, I can do this, but I can get away with that. Unfortunately, getting caught with a lot of penalty minutes, but that's being said, they're scaring the opponent, saying, you know what? I dare you to try and score us on the power play. I dare you. Here's another chance. Oh, you know what? We're going to score on you shorthanded. And look, we've done it 8 times this year already. The second part of your question is exactly that. You got to hint at the Terrier and say, you know what? I'm going to nip you in the butt, and I'm going to catch you. And you're going to try too many times to try to sneak that doggy treat out of my bowl. But the bottom line is I'm taking my bowl home tonight. I'm going to fill it again, and I'm going to fill that net some more so that when you try to take those chances, we're going to capitalize on them. And that's what the Blues got to think. They got to nip them in the butt, and they got to continue to fill their bowl.
Okay, well, let's just hint on a couple players to watch for those of you who are unaware for either team. We'll start with the Winnipeg Blues. I got to throw out Dexter Kuchek. 2nd in the league this year in points with 52. He has 22 goals, 30 assists, 187 points, and 255 career MJHL games. He was a player of the week back in week 7. He's on the first line. He sets the tempo, he drives the pace, and he puts up a heck of amount of points.
I mean, he is definitely the leader for the Winnipeg Blues on and off the ice. I mean, 2nd in points, we've mentioned that. He is that player that the rest of the Blues team needs to look at. They can't, but at the same time, by looking at him, don't just watch him play. Join him in the play. Join him in the rush. 5 attackers at once with Dexter is a whole lot better than 1 and just in awe. And if we look at the Portage Terriers, they've got that balanced attack. They've got great players with loads of talent, loads of experience. Who are you watching out for, Roy?
Well, number 17 is the centerman of Dexter Kuchek, which is Levi Cudmore, a guy who also puts up the point. He's at a clip over a point per game, 37 points in 33 games. This guy is even closer to a point per game in his MJHL career, having 80 points in 84 career games. He's born in Park River, North Dakota, USA, an import player for the Blues. On the first line with Dexter Kuchek, maybe a 1-2 punch here for the Blues.
Great. You know, we've seen 1-2 punches work well in all different professional sides as well as junior sides. We'll see whether or not they stay together as that 1-2-1-1 line. Maybe Coach Billy Keene separates the two to get more of a balanced attack. Maybe we'll see them together on the power play for sure, because they definitely have the loads of power, talent, and scoring ability for the Blues.
And then finally, I want to throw in a rookie there, Cam Olstad. Fresh face for the Blues, but he's right now 6th in rookie scoring in the MJHL with 20 points through 32 games. Also an import for the Blues. Born in Grand Forks, North Dakota, Cam Olstad has fit right in nicely here for Winnipeg and doesn't look like he's behind a step one bit.
He's got the speed, he's got the ability, he's got the skating awareness to fit in right in this league, and he certainly doesn't look like that rookie at all. And speaking of rookies on the other side, the Portage Terriers, can't forget about Joey Moffat. I mean, he's tied in points with Olstad with 20, but here's a guy that's 3rd in goals for rookie scoring this year in the MJ. So look for him to be one of those, you know, sneaky little terrier dog kind of players to sneak in and out of the play, make those quick passes and drive quick to the net and score for the Portage Terriers.
And then, of course, Jeremy Leipzig for the Portage Terriers, brother of Las Vegas Golden Knights, Brendan Leipzig. Guy's got 48 points in 35 games this year and has 169 points in 113 career MJ games. I'll tell you what, Theo, I am glad that we are here tonight for a crucial matchup for the Blues to measure where they are here in these standings. I know they may sit in 8th, and they're up against the second-place Portage Terriers, but the Blues are going to try to prove here that they are a few numbers below than where they should be in the standings. Again, I'm Rory McGoran. He is Theo Tutkaluk. This game is brought to you by Funk's Toyota. We will be right back after these quick commercials along the Manitoba Sports Network.
Want a career in the salon industry but have no experience? Aveda Institute's program is designed to provide aspiring stylists with the solid technical foundations and business tools to achieve your success. With our in-house store and salon, knowledgeable educators, 95% placement, and our 9-month course, we will have you prepared for the demands of the industry. Now accepting applications for our January class, Aveda Institute Winnipeg, Hair School, the way it should be. See us today.
Hi, I'm Rick Funk from Funk's Toyota. Our family has been in the automotive business for over 45 years. That's 45 plus years of looking after customers. We have a top worldwide recognized product that we are proud to be a partner with Toyota Canada. Every new and used vehicle is negotiable when it comes to purchasing your vehicle here at Funk's Toyota. Our staff of many years is very knowledgeable and will help you, not force you with your buying decision. There are no hidden fees and no pressure tactics. Not only that, we promise what we deliver and have one of the best used vehicle warranties in the business. Our staff love to serve and you will feel like family after your first visit. We are not perfect, but we love to please here at Funk's Toyota. For those of you that have experienced our Funk's Toyota family way, please share it with others and like us and share us on Facebook. We are proud to be a sponsor of the Manitoba Amateur Sports. Visit us online at www.funks.toyota.ca.
So here at the Bell MTS Iceplex for a matchup between the Portage Terriers and the Winnipeg Blues. Portage Terriers dressed in their dark green. To our broadcast left, they're going to go with goaltender Lasse Peterson, who we will fill on you more, has been through a lot of games, not only here, but in the WHL, has played for a number of teams there. Winnipeg Blues in their blue and white with yellow tinge on our broadcast right. They're going to open up with goaltender Jeremy Link. Starting lineups will be Chase Brakel, McIsaac, and Jordan Leipzig for the Terriers. Blues will answer back with Kuchek, Cudmore, and Goodbranson. This should be a spirited affair here. Puck is dropped. Face-off won by Portage. They're going to work for the offensive attack first. Centering pass up for Brackle. That tips high into the netting. We're going to get our first stoppage of play 8 seconds into the period.
Well, Roy, at least we could say Santa has come early with an early gift present here. The Terriers and the Blues looking to be some heated action. Saw Santa's sleigh moving around the North Pole, but here come the Blues here, number 10, moving into the play.
And there's Olstad trying to tie up his defensive mate, and the Blues on the forecheck, back to the point, slap shot there, redirected in front, doesn't miss the nest by much. Back behind his net to get that is the defenseman for the Portage Terriers. Up ahead, pinching on the D is Leipzig. He's got a 2-on-1 up ahead with McIsaac. Puck kind of slips off the stick of Jeremy Leipzig. Back the other way comes Bartlett with the puck. Bartlett's going to take it wide around Dwyer. Gets hauled down there. We're going to get an early penalty as Dwyer got a holding right on the shoulder of Brendan Bartlett. So 43 seconds into this game, the Blues are going to get their first power play opportunity with a power play percentage of 21, sixth in the league.
Bartlett, a great move, taking the defenseman wide there and using his body and his position to gain that corner. And once he gained the corner, you had a chance either for the goalie to realize, okay, is he going to pass it across or is he going to try a shot close side in? Regardless, McIsaac takes him down, gets 2 minutes in the sin bin. Goalie's got some pad issues here. Extra shrapnel coming off the ice there. Maybe the weight to the pad is a little off regulation.
It kind of looked like the key to the dressing room. I'm not sure why the goalie would be holding that in the pad, but I'm sure it wasn't the key to the dressing room.
I'm pretty sure it's not a weight regulation.
The power play here. Opportunity for the Blues. They're going to open up with Joel McGilvery and Bayhun and Kuchansky. Puck comes to the point. Rink-wide pass onto the high boards here for McGilvery. Slap shot, glove save, tipped off the glove there of Peterson. Back to the point comes the puck. Down low, Cisic going to throw it onto the near side half wall here. Back up to the point, Cisic back down low, intercepted on the puck is Ripplinger. Ripplinger's got a little bit of room down the right-hand side. He's going to take it wide. Gets shrugged off the puck by Cisic. 2 Winnipeg Blues in there. Out comes Joel McGilvery with the puck. He's going to go headman pass up for Kuchek. Kuchek's looking for Michael Ladyman. Just a little bit behind him, but he does get the puck and throws it a little bit deeper. On the stick of the Terriers, they're going to clear it to center. Back on the stick of Ladyman. He's going to leave it right ahead for Dexter Kuchek on the chase in the forecheck on the power play here. 1 minute done for the power play. 0 shots for either team so far. Here comes Cam Olstad, the rookie we were talking about. Goes inside and out, takes it wide along the left-hand boards here. Takes it around the net on the far side. Drops it to the point for Levi Cudmore. He's going to throw it back down below the net. And now Cudmore with the puck. Being tied up by Cole Oliver on Goodbranson. Goodbranson now is going to go far side. Back to the point where it's stopped there by Bartlett. Kept in. Now here comes Kuchek with the puck. Whistles a shot. Blocker save. Rebound opportunity. Down on his 2 hands was goaltender Peterson. Blues remain control. Olstad fires a shot. That's off the skate of Sokolowski and down into the Winnipeg Blues zone. They're going to try to regroup with 20 seconds left on this power play. As Cam Olstad carries it in, has a little bit of room, throws it to the slot. It's off the skate of one of the defensemen for Portage. And Lasse Peterson makes a save. Back the other way comes Portage with Pierce. Pierce goes centering, pass to Scott McCoskey. And a great save there. The first shot for the Terriers was a tough one for goaltender Jeremy Link, but he held that. We're going to get a face-off, 6 seconds remaining in this power play.
We've seen Jeremy Link do this very well, moving side to side. He stayed very square to the open shot, and he took it right in the chest. As for the Terrier goalie, he quickly moved out that right pad on that second chance for the Blues, and great save to keep it a 0-0 score.
The last chance on this power play brought to you by GT Hockey for the Winnipeg Blues. That'll just about do it. 0 for 1 on the man advantage are the Blues. Puck inside the the Portage Terriers zone. Corralled by the Winnipeg Blues on the stick of Ladyman. He whistles a shot right into the crest of Peterson. He covers up. We've played 3 minutes here. Fast-paced hockey game so far. And 0 for 1 of the Blues on the power play. Like we mentioned, that penalty kill first in the league. Maybe they take a few penalties, but they sure know how to kill them.
The opportunities were on both sides there during that power play for the Blues, and for the Terriers with textbook penalty kill. Kept everything to the sides. Only one good scoring opportunity for those Blues.
Face-off's won by Barroso. Puck comes back to the point for Ryan Much. He holds it in on the line. Much now walking the line, walks into the middle of the defensive blue line there. Whistles a shot glove, seen nicely there by Peterson. Makes the save. 4 shots for Winnipeg, putting the pressure on earlier.
They definitely had the play in the Terrier zone. Let's see if they can continue to keep the play lower.
Face off to the glove hand side of Peterson. Quick shot there in the middle of the circle. Second opportunity, that's blocked in front. Portage trying to clear out the puck in any danger. They do that momentarily. It's on the stick of Ryan Much. Another shot. Great save there by Peterson. Puck bounces out to the far side. Half wall there, corralled by Much. He's going to drop it down low for Barroso. Barroso goes back, point to point for Ladyman. Looks for an intentional slap pass there. Just intercepted by Pierce for Portage, and Pierce is going to carry this back out. Pierce stripped off the puck just for a bit as he gets it back in the high slot. He throws it to the net. Low shot, steered aside by the goaltender in Link. Puck comes back out to the point for number 7 in Stevenson. Stevenson's just going to send that back into the far corner of the Winnipeg Blues zone. A few Portage Terriers are going to make the change, and back come the breakout are the Winnipeg Blues. They're led by Michael Ladyman here with some speed down the near side boards here. Takes it wide, takes it around the net of Lasse Peterson. Michael Ladyman trying to shrug off the check of Stevenson. Just puck does get out of the Blues zone. Sent back in by Connor Timlick. And regrouping are the Terriers here on the breakout. Pass by Stevenson. That's off a leg of one of the Blues. And now corralled by Kochanski. Kochanski's going to go D to D. Up to Ethan Unruh. Intercepted by the Terriers. And back the other way comes Belaney. Belaney has a little bit of room here on the glove side. Icing is going to be the call here against Portage.
Tried the bounce pass off the boards. Very lively thus far because there's not a lot of ice on, or a lot of snow. On the ice thus far. Michael Ladyman still looking for that first goal. 13 helpers so far. He's really been carrying the puck very well at the beginning of this first period for the Blues, moving north and south, getting the puck in deep, where the Terriers defensemen are having a bit of issues below the circles.
Face-off won by Cam Olstad for the Blues on the stick of Timlick. He's going to rip that back even deeper in the Portage Terrier zone. On the far side boards, rink-wide pass, and now the headman pass up for Belaney. Belaney gets the blue line, tries to send it in deeper. Now on the stick of, I believe that was Ty Enns. Couldn't squeeze off a shot as the Blues defensemen were pressing back the other way. Now come the Blues. Here's Connor Timlick, gets the red line, sends it in. First on the puck out of his net is Lasse Peterson. Dangerous opportunity. Gets the puck knocked off his stick onto one of the Blues forecheckers. Now back to the point for Cisick. Nice shot through a maze of bodies. But not only was that a nice shot, goalie Lasse Peterson saw it, covered it up a whistle. We've played 5 minutes here, 0-0 between the Winnipeg Blues and the Portage Terriers.
6 shots thus far by the Blues, and Peterson's seen most of, or all of them except for that one that deflected off the Terrier defenseman. He's moving well post to post. Definitely see the veteran quality of his play between the pipes thus far.
Joel McGilvery out there to take the face-off against Ty Barnstable. It's won by Barnstable, and Portage works it up on the near side boards here in their own zone. Up comes Ripplinger. Ripplinger trying to headman pass. Shot there by Turner Santon. Just missed wide of the net. May have been blocked in front. Now Santon gets the puck back. Stripped off the puck by McGilvery. McGilvery is going to go to his defenseman and back up the near side boards. And a centering pass up ahead for Kochanski. Kochanski might have Ladyman with it, floats a pass to Ladyman in the high slot. He's going to circle back, didn't like the read, and send it all the way back into the Portage Terrier zone. Centering pass, looking for number 19 in Marquez, just a little bit ahead of him. Chipped away from any danger by the Terriers, sent all the way down the ice. This is going to be icing again against Portage.
Looking to just get a regroup there by both teams. A little bit of a 4-foot area around the blue line where you have that 50-50 call where it's going to get across the blue or it's going to stay in the zone for the Blues. In this case, 2 Terriers were able to clear the puck. Unfortunately for an icing call, gets reset.
Face-off won by Cudmore. To the point for Cisick, tipped in front by Kuchek. Leading point getter here for the Blues. Went wide of the net. Back the other way comes Turner Santon. He gets it to the red line and briefly in the Winnipeg Blues zone. Fanned on the clearing attempt was Nick Cisick. Does get it into the Terriers' end here. And the Terriers are going to bank it off the boards. Looking for number 15 in Ripplinger. Intercepted by Bartlett. Sent back deep into the Portage zone. Back to retreat is one of the defensemen for Portage. He's going to play it off the boards. And now Jeremy Leipzig Both top lines here out for both teams. Brackle now drops it back for Leipzig. Leipzig trying to spin off the check. Nicely taken away there by Dexter Kuchek, and back come the Blues. Cudmore, a lead pass for Goodbranson. He tips that into the Portage zone, and hard on the body is Cudmore. But stripped off the puck was Jeremy Leipzig, and in turn stripped off the puck by Dexter Kuchek. Portage does corral the puck. Headman pass up for Leipzig, just off the stick of him, a little bit too far. Nicely kept in the zone by McIsaac. McIsaac's now going to spin off the check, throw it down low where Leipzig's the first one on it. Trying to shrug off the check, looking for an option is Jeremy Leipzig. Gets pinched against the boards. In to help out there is one of his forwards, his line mates, but the Blues intercept that, get it to center. Does Kuchek, and throws it into the Portage Terriers zone. Hard on the forecheck is Barroso for Winnipeg, working on a few defensemen there for Portage Terriers. Back the other way comes Chase Brackle. He goes lead pass up for Leipzig, off his stick, but does manage to get it into the Winnipeg Blues zone, where it falls on the stick of Ethan Unruh and comes back the other way. Here's number 14 in Nakins. Nakins, an AP here for Winnipeg Blues, gets a little bit of action. Trying to strip the puck off number 17 in Mackenzie Dwyer. Onto the stick of the defenseman, Michael Ladyman, trying to spin around the forecheck of the Portage Terriers. Gets it to center ice, up ahead, and now into the zone. Centering pass for Wiltshire. Just a little bit ahead of him, but he gets first on the puck and sends it back behind the net of Lasse Peterson. Portage Terriers now chips it out to center ice, but none farther as it's stopped there by the Blues and sent right back into Portage Terriers zone. Now a centering pass up for McCoskey. McCoskey just one touches that into the Winnipeg Blues zone, and a full sail line change for the Portage Terriers. Now on the stick of Ryan Much, head up, a little bit of room, goes far, boards, pass up for, I believe, Sutherland, and Sutherland touches it for Cody Bahun. Bahun now gets stripped of the puck, and back on a 3-on-2 come the Portage Terriers. Carrying that is Belaney. Belaney looking for Brackle. Brackle now looking for Leipzig, and he just takes a whack at that, misses that, but not by much. Terriers now with a little bit of a boost in their step as they send that in. Hard on the puck is number 13 in Sokolowski. Puck in front of the net. Rebound chance. They score. Portage Terriers opens this one up. 8 minutes into this game, Braden Belaney gets the opening marker, and it's 1-0 for Portage.
Just an amazing speed there by the Portage Terriers the last 3 or 4 rushes heading into the Blues organization's lineup. And a deep pass. Kind of went off Link's far pad, sat right in front of him. Belaney, great job with the rebound, putting it upstairs. 1-0 game for the Terriers.
Braden Belaney is going to grab his 6th goal of the year, make that 14 points in his 22nd game for the Portage Terriers. 1-0 for Portage. So 1-0 here for Portage. We'll get you the official scoring summary as soon as that's announced here in-house. Puck shot in by the Winnipeg Blues. Back around the net is Portage. Shoves it along the boards here. Near side, weak side. Picked up by Barnstable. Barnstable looking for some options. Centering pass up for Santon. Santon now lead pass for Ripplinger, but they're going to call this offside for Portage. Great opportunity for the Terriers.
Ripplinger thinking that puck was going to be thrown in front so he could skate on top of it. Puck has to get in across the blue line before he can, and unfortunately for the Terriers, that could have been a quick 2-0 great scoring chance for the team in green. You're seeing the speed and the veteranship of this team starting to move faster the first half of this first period over.
Just want to remind you that this first period is brought to you by Pembina Valley Physiotherapy and Sports Injury. The Blues now corral that in their own zone, working a centering pass. That's off a stick and on to the Portage Terriers. Ripplinger is going to corral that one and send it deep into the Blues zone. On to get that is number 15, Ethan Unruh. He's going to work that up to Kochanski. Kochanski gets stripped of the puck, and back the other way comes Barnstable. Barnstable's going to walk the line here, intercepted by Bahun. Bahun now is going to come to center, skate it in, dump it in, hard on the puck. He maybe take a little bit of a hit there while he's forechecking in. Bahun does get the forecheck, gets a hit on one of the defensemen, but Portage clears the zone, and back the other way comes Kochanski. Sorry, that's Sokolowski. Offside here is going to be the call, or are we going to get a penalty?
We got offside. We got We have a media timeout here. First time ever in the MJHL broadcast here on Manitoba Sports Network, but I mean,
A little TV timeout.
I love TV timeouts too. It gives us a chance to catch our breath here.
Well, we don't get the TV timeout.
No, we don't. We got to keep you informed.
Yeah.
That's what we're in the need to know kind of business
But
here.
both teams here are going to get a chance to catch the breath.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
We've only mentioned Mackenzie Dwyer's name once or twice thus far. I don't know how many minutes he's playing, or whether or not he's taking a bit of a break and seeing how much the team needs him in the second or third. But what can you say about this Portage Terrier team? I mean, they are loaded with veteran and experience from front to back to goaltending. A lot of these guys have played in the Dub, have played in several different teams, and they've won 3 championships, and it's clearly evident here on the ice.
Face-off won by the Winnipeg Blues. On the stick of Ryan Much, he's going to go high off the far side glass, just to center ice, no further, as it's stopped by the man he just mentioned, Mackenzie Dwyer. He's going to go D-to-D up to Stevenson. Stevenson looking for Sokolowski, just a little bit behind him. Offside's going to be not called here as the Portage Terriers maintained the line. Back to the point for Dwyer. He's going to send that into the Winnipeg Blues momentarily as it's corralled by number 5 in Michael Ladyman. He goes D-to-D to Ryan Much. He gets checked by one of the forwards for the Portage Terriers. Back the other way comes Bayhun for the Blues. Bayhun's going to chip that in. Dwyer on the retreat, trying to circle around a few forecheckers for the Blues. Onto the stick of Sokolowski. He's going to carry that up through center ice. Pass onto the stick of Belaney, the goal scorer for today for the Portage Terriers. 1-0 to score. Belaney over to Sokolowski. Backhand shot towards the net. Stopped there by Link. And puck comes out to the blue line. Does get out. Portage is going to have to get onside. Meanwhile, Ladyman's going to skate that up with some speed through the neutral zone into the attacking zone. Takes it wide. Takes it behind the net of Lasse Peterson. Looking in the slot for, I believe that was Cudmore, number 17, just a little ahead of him, a little behind the play, not behind the play, he's coming off the bench a little too slow. Centering pass for Cudmore, second opportunity in the wickets of goaltender Lasse Peterson, and I believe he squeezed that at the last second. We had the perfect vantage point of that one. It looked like the puck was sliding through the legs of Lasse Peterson. Close the gates, shut the door, 1-0 Portage.
He knew exactly when to bring those pads together, because I'm telling you, there was a parting of the Red Sea, and that puck was going right through it. And for Lasse Peterson, great intuition to close those legs, because his stick was nowhere to be seen. A great job by the Blues. And like we mentioned before this game started, when they get the puck below the dots, when they get it below the line, the goal line there, it wreaks havoc for the Terriers. I mean, it's maybe they're too laissez-faire with the puck, but the Blues buzz around that net, and they get those close opportunities, causing those struggles for the Terrier defense. I think it's part of a game plan that they got to consistently work at here, Rory. And if good things will happen if they continue to keep that puck down low.
Both teams are out there with their top unit. Chase Brakel, number 21 for the Portage Terriers, just yesterday committed to Cornell University. So after this season with Portage, he's going to be moving on to collegiate hockey for Cornell, the captain here for Portage Terriers. One of the returning players from last year's Turnbull Cup champion Portage Terriers, and they're going to be countering with the top line that we've mentioned before of the Winnipeg Blues of Dexter Kuchek, Goodbranson, and Cudmore.
And I will say this, I visited Ithaca, New York several times. Good buddy of mine used to play collegiate soccer with them, not hockey, but Cornell University, no slouch of a school by any means. Absolutely beautiful aesthetics, an absolutely gorgeous program athletically, and good job and congratulations to Brakel there, because if he, that's fantastic news that to see a student athlete like this committed to a Division I school and continuing his hockey playing career in upstate New York. Well done for him.
Well, and it's breaking news for Brakel.
It's great.
Having just happened yesterday.
You know what? That's one of the best Christmas gifts
absolutely
a set of parents could ever get.
Yes, not only for himself, but the parents, the family.
Top notch.
I'm
well
sure
done,
his
sir.
teammates are absolutely pumped. We're having a little bit of a net malfunction.
I think we had a skate or something get on top of the net there and cause a fraying of the netting there. Now we don't want a puck, heaven forbid, go in and out of the net and not cause a goal here. But as the head officials here are discussing potential laundry detergent issues here, which one Santa's going to bring them, we have the two linesmen diligently working hard on the net there. Well done, boys. Good job. Player safety is of utmost importance, as well as making sure we know who scores and who doesn't. So
yeah, I'm a gain guy.
You're a gang. I use that EO stuff from Costco.
Oh, yeah.
It's great because the bottom line is nice and soft on the skin. It's hypoallergenic, and it's great if you have if you have too many sensitive issues with your skin. Highly recommended.
I just go with whatever's on sale.
There you go, too. That works out well.
Not all the time.
A starving broadcast.
Not all the time.
You know,
Sometimes on sale stuff is
ramen noodles
bottom
and
shelf. Bottom shelf.
Right,
You know what? You know the marketers. They put that good stuff at eye level.
Fruit Loops
You got to
is
look
my
lower. That's the one.
That's the one. Okay.
$4.
Let's get back to the action here. 8:38 in the first here. 7-4 the shots in favor of the Blues.
Like we mentioned, both top units out there. Face-off is won by Brakel. Ringed around the net of Lasse Peterson. Stopped nicely by Bartlett on the point. There's a nice hit in the corner by Jeremy Leipzig, onto the point of Bartlett. Low floating shot from Bartlett. Steered side of the net of Peterson. Puck now in the corner. 4 bodies, 2 from each team, working on that one. Penalty coming up, I believe, here to Winnipeg.
I think it's 17 White. Cudmore had his arms up with a roughing call. He got his elbows and his fists a little bit too high on the Portage Terrier defenseman. Gets 2 minutes in the penalty box for that one. We've seen the bodies thrown around a lot more than recent games, and a little bit of interference for the Terriers, kind of moving in lanes that they shouldn't be, but the Blues got to maintain their physicality and their composure because they can't go down here 2 goals quick in the beginning of the first period.
Well, that power play unit for Portage, second in the league at 25%. Against the third-ranked penalty kill, 83.8. It's going to get their first opportunity. Puck to the point for Thompson. Thompson's going to throw it down for Enns. Ty Enns now with the puck on the near side half wall. Drops it down low for Leipzig. Back to Enns and back to Thompson. Enns now with a blast on the receiving pass from Thompson. Stopped there by Link onto the stick of one of the penalty killers for the Blues and sent all the way down the ice. They're going to try to set it up high on the initial power play, it looks like, Theo.
Oh, they've got great shooters on both sides, the left and the right side. But look for those rebounds to be the issue for the Blues defenseman to clear them sideways.
Rink-wide pass from Barnstables, intercepted nicely there from Cisick. Cisick again steps up into Ty Enns, holding the line nicely are the Blues. For a third time there, Portage is going to have to regroup and try to break this into Portage zone, but Portage now on the puck with Ryan Much all the way down the ice, off the backboards, right onto goalie Lasse Peterson. He's going to play the puck up to number 9 in Troy Williams. Troy Williams looking for Enns. Icing's going to be waved off here as that may have touched Ty Enns' stick. Corralled along the boards by the Blues, thrown to Dexter Kuchek. Kuchek doesn't like the read, so he throws it back to his defenseman, and all the way down the ice. Good penalty kill. A minute and 20 seconds into this first opportunity for the Blues so far here tonight. Portage is going to throw it up along the far side boards into the Blues zone. Back out of his net is Link, rings it around the boards. Stevenson holds the line, keep that in momentarily. And back come the Blues here with an opportunity. Comes Goodbranson. Goodbranson has Much with him. Goodbranson on his knees, takes it wide. Great opportunity for Goodbranson. But even a better save for Lasse Peterson. Back the other way comes Jeremy Leipzig. Leipzig looking for a centering pass onto the stick of McIsaac. Just a little bit ahead of him. What a save from Lasse Peterson.
Unbelievable. A bit of their own medicine, if you will. I mean, the penalty kill, so far the best chance has been by the Blues and Goodbranson. But it was a 2-on-0 breakaway. He did it all by himself. Unfortunately, Lasse Peterson stuck with the play and did a very good job to keep it 1-0.
No, 0 for 1 on the penalty kill for Ferrum Fitness. 0 for 1 on the power play for GT Hockey. 1 for 1 on the penalty kill for Ferrum Fitness are the Blues. And now up comes Riley Barroso, trying to go wide around one of the defensemen for Portage Terriers. Nothing happening there as the puck sits in the neutral zone here, corralled by Joey Moffett. He's going to throw it back to his defenseman in Taylor. Taylor gets it to neutral ice, where the Blues are going to try to work their own magic and get it into the offensive zone of the Portage Terriers. And now that's on the stick of Cisick. Cisick is going to drop it back for Barroso. Barroso fires a shot that's high off the backboards. Now Wiltshire's in there to pinch that even a little bit lower. Now Barroso in front, gets the pass a little bit ahead of him. Wiltshire's back there to retreat. Gets the second effort, throws it to the net. Nice block in front by McCoskey. A little bit of a trip there, no call. Barroso with a third opportunity. Stopped there by Lasse Peterson and high into the netting and out of play.
And speaking of high, Wiltshire was on the corner boards here, halfway up by the ringette line. McCoskey got away with a high elbow. and that could have been another penalty for the Portage Terriers. But how about the great goaltending by Lasse Peterson there, following Goodbranson, like we mentioned, going post to post. I mean, we could have seen a quick dangle pass, but nonetheless, great scoring opportunity, equally attested by the goaltending.
Faceoffs won by McGilvery onto the stick of Ladyman. He throws that wide with purpose of the net. Onto the far side half wall there, corralled by the Portage Terriers, high off the glass and into the neutral zone. Glove down, and now here comes Portage on a 2-on-1. Shot there by number 16, I believe it was, in Ty Ends. Rebound opportunity goes behind the net of the Winnipeg Blues, and back come the Blues into the Portage zone. Stopped at the blue line by Ladyman. Has some mates with him. Back to the point for Much. Much with some room. Takes a shot. Glove save. Rebound opportunity for the Blues. Initial stop save there by Lasse Peterson. Knocked the puck down with his glove. Penalty coming up here to Portage. So Winnipeg's going to go on their second power play for GT Hockey. 0 for 1 so far are the Blues. But they've had a few, had a few scoring opportunities on that first power play.
And it all stems with keeping the puck below the goal line. That is causing a lot of trouble for the Terriers, as we see number 13, Sokolowski, going off for 2 minutes on hooking. There was actually 2 Terriers you could have called on that penalty. But now the Blues have a second chance here on the power play to hopefully even it up.
Faceoffs won by the Blues onto the stick of Cam Olstad. Olstad goes DDD to Bartlett. Bartlett down to the half wall, far side back up to Bartlett. Bartlett's going to go to Olstad now. Olstad down low. Up to Cudmore. Cudmore couldn't handle the pass, but it does go up to the blue line where Bartlett holds it in momentarily. Nice poke check there by, I believe it was Stevenson of the Portage Terriers to get that out. Back the other way come the Blues on this second power play opportunity for GT Hockey for Winnipeg. Olstad now onto the stick of Cudmore. Cudmore back to Bartlett, and Bartlett back to Olstad. Olstad trying to spin off the check there of Ripplinger. He does momentarily, and nice interception by Barnstable. Back the other way comes Olstad. Olstad to Kuchek. That's off the skate of Stevenson onto the goalie. Peterson covers up. 0 shots so far on this power play. We've played 45 seconds of it.
45 seconds into it, not a lot of traffic in front of Peterson at all. And you see that dangerous pass by the rookie Olstad with 2 Terriers covering both defensemen there. Better play to bring it down across the boards and along the backside boards behind the goal line.
Face off won by Portage Terriers in their own zone. 5 bodies in the corner near side here. Blues on the power play. Cleared out by Chase Brakel all the way down. Goalie Lynx out to play this one. Stops it for his defense. 56 seconds left here in this second power play opportunity. Wing pass up for Joel McGilvery from his skate to his stick. He's going to stop up in the attacking zone, go back to the point for Cisic. Cisic goes back for McGilvery, back to Cisic. A little bit of room, takes a shot. Nice pad save there by Lasse Peterson. His 12th save of the game on the stick of Nick Cisic. Cisic gets to the blue line, sends that in. 2:54 remaining here in this first period. 1-0 for the Terriers in this game here in the MJHL Hockey, brought to you by Funk's Toyota. Puck passed up to the point for Cisic. Cisic with a shot that's off the body of Behun and goes wide of the net. Blues do maintain possession of that, walking the line, passing the puck onto Cisic, and now back the other way comes Jeremy Leipzig. He has Brakel with him. Leipzig takes a shot from the high slot, steered away easily by the goaltender in Link. Back the other way, power play is over for GT Hockey. For the Winnipeg Blues, 0 for 2 on the power play are the Blues, so 5-on-5 action is going to maintain here. Here comes Ripplinger. Ripplinger in the slot for ends, and that's a great save there for Link. As he had to be careful as the puck changed directions right into the slot. Now there's a blast from Dwyer for the point. Shoulder save by Jeremy Link. Covers up. 2 minutes remaining here in the first. 1-0 Portage.
Ripplinger just couldn't get the puck to settle down and took it off his backhand, and they got away from him. And then he tried to get it back to the forehand, but Link was already there. Again, we've spoken about that many times, how great he is setting square to the shooter.
Face off to the blocker side of goaltender Jeremy Link. Tied along the boards is one of the forwards for Portage, and back the other way into the neutral zone, but not for long, as there's Turner Santon. He's trying to centering pass for Ripplinger. That's intercepted for the defenseman Cam Olstad. That's Unruh for the Blues. Intercepted there by Ripplinger. Looks in front for Santon. Just a little bit behind him. May have handcuffed him. Back the other way comes Kuchek. Kuchek with some speed. Takes a shot. Puck's in front of the net. And there's goalie Lasse Peterson to cover that puck, keep it away from a rebound opportunity, and keep this game 1-0.
Absolutely right. I think Peterson was trying to take that blocker side and move that to behind the net where his Terrier defenseman could continue to play around. Unfortunately for the Blues, just couldn't bounce on that rebound before Peterson covered up with the glove hand.
Levi Cudmore's out there to take the faceoff for the Winnipeg Blues. It's won and played ahead by Cudmore. Into the corner, near side boards here. Out comes Belaney with it. He's looking. Headman pass up for Enns. Enns, nice drop pass for Sokolowski, but I believe the Portage Terriers were a step offside. Face-off outside of the Winnipeg Blues zone. So both teams here, the 8th place Winnipeg Blues, 2nd place Portage Terriers. Close effort here. Shots are 14-19 in favor of the Blues, but the Terriers hold the 1-0 lead so far here in this first period. Dangerous chance there for Nick Cisic to clear the puck as he was pressed on by Sokolowski. Does get to the Blues. Sokolowski intercepts that one into the slot, and carrying that out is Bartlett. He's going to go rink wide. Up for, I believe, in Sutherland. Sutherland looking for a centering pass. Stopped at the line nicely for Cisic. He tries to dump that down low. That's off a stick. And back the other way comes Ty Enns. Ty Enns takes it wide, sends it in a little bit deeper. Out of his net to play that one is Jeremy Link. Link's going to throw that back to his defensive partner and turned around, played back the other way. Nice breakout for the Blues as it's played on the near side boards for Bayhun. Bayhun now a centering pass for Sutherland. Sutherland being tied up behind the net onto the stick of number 12, I believe it was, and Cam Olstad trying a sharp angle shot on the short side there, but high the net. Nice hit along the far side corner boards. 10 seconds remaining here in this first opportunity for the Blues as Bayhun has it, walks it out in front of the net, loose puck in front, cleared out of the way by Joey Moffat. Another opportunity, but that's going to do it for 20 minutes here in the Bell MTS Iceplex between the Portage Terriers and the Winnipeg Blues. A little bit of rough stuff here, which the linemen aren't having anything of. They're going to immediately tie them up.
Linemen quickly in there to sever the differences between the Terriers and the Blues. We don't want to see this get too heated, out of control. We've only got one period in. We don't want to see the boys get sent off too soon after 20.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get coincidentals going into the second period here. Looks
like that could be the way, and looks like that's what's going to be done here by the head officials. The Blues have separated. The Terriers are off to their side. 15-9 are the shots here in favor of the Blues. Would you say they've had the momentum of the play? Probably not, but we'll see what happens come the second period.
15-9 are the shots in favor of the Blues, although down 1-0. Did you like what you've seen from the Winnipeg Blues so far? To been able to keep, maybe not all of, but a lot of the pressure inside the Portage Terrier zone.
The pressure is key. The speed has been key as well here for the Blues. I mean, you definitely see like you don't want to poke the dog too much in the Terriers team. I mean, you know they're going to come with power, speed, force, and goal scoring and scoring opportunities. But the Blues have done a great job here, having probably the best chance scoring-wise on their own penalty kill, with that 2-on-0 with Goodbranson. Just that unlucky bounce off the pad of Link, and that rebound sitting right in front of the net for, I think it was Belaney putting in that goal, his 6th of the season. So, I mean, you look at the scoring opportunities are fairly even here, but the chances in front of the net and the rebounds have been key for the Terriers to take this 1-0 lead going into the second.
All right, quickly here, what can you say about goaltender Lasse Peterson? I mean, he's 3rd in the league in goals against, 5th in save percentage, and for a guy who's not only been all around this league, he's not only been all around the WHL, played U18 for Team Denmark, and in his WHL career, 18 games for Spokane, 7 games for the Calgary Hitmen in 2015-16, played 1 game for the Silvertips of Everett, and also 40 games for the Red Deer Rebels. So has had his fair share of WHL experience, has obviously shutout going through this first 20 minutes. And what can the Blues do to get a puck by Lasse Peterson, who has been stellar of late?
I mean, Peterson should rhyme with the 3 C's: cool, calm, and collected. He was also the best P word of the world, poised. This gentleman, although playing everywhere in the dub, and now back in Portage, U18 with Team Denmark of all things, I mean, this guy has played and probably seen every type of shot, every type of strategy, every type of offensive alignment you could think of for this young gentleman, and you can see how poised he plays between the pipes. The Blues did several things really well there. The one thing that, however, didn't work to their advantage was shots with players in front of Peterson, but the play behind the goal line and below the dots, the face-off dots, was key to putting those scoring chances, and maybe they'll see the Blues put away some of these chances in the second period.
Well, the scoring summary goes as follows. Isn't that long? First goal for the Portage Terriers. Braden Belaney picks up his 6th of the year, his 14th point. That's assisted by number 16, Ty Enns, who ends here as this is 4th game with Portage. Picked up his 3rd point.
And you know what? It's going to take this chip-in attitude by the Terriers, I think, tonight, because we've talked about their balanced scoring. We've talked about how I think 8 or 9 of those players have 20 points or more already for this team. You're going to see those lock and key, those filler players doing their job again, because quite frankly, having 2 games in 2 nights, you're going to need a full team effort. And for the Blues, I mean, you're definitely an 8th place team versus a 2nd place team, but you're looking at it from the standpoint saying, okay, guys, 2nd game, 2 nights, we need all forces, all men on board to play a great game here, full 60 minutes.
So after 20, it's 1-0 in favor of the Portage Terriers. We'll be right back momentarily after these commercial breaks with Theo, and he's going to grab a guest from the MTS Iceplex here. So stay tuned for that. 1-0 Terriers after 20. We'll be back with that interview and the second and third period, of course, along the Manitoba Sports Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Rick Funk from Funk's Toyota. Our family has been in the automotive business for over 45 years. That's 45 plus years of looking after customers. We have a top worldwide recognized product that we are proud to be a partner with Toyota Canada. Every new and used vehicle is negotiable when it comes to purchasing your vehicle here at Funk's Toyota. Our staff of many years is very knowledgeable and will help you, not force you with your buying decision. There are no hidden fees and no pressure tactics. Not only that, we promise what we deliver and have one of the best used vehicle warranties in the business. Our staff love to serve, and you will feel like family after your first visit. We are not perfect, but we love to please here at Funk's Toyota. For those of you that have experienced our Funk's Toyota family way, please share it with others and like us and share us on Facebook. We are proud to be a sponsor of the Manitoba Amateur Sports. Visit us online at www.funks.toyota.ca.
Hi, I'm Melanie from Melanie Bond and Athletic Therapy. I deal with rehab here, and one of the treatments that I use is massage, some mobilizations, and there are many other techniques that I take care of to help heal injuries.
I treat sports injuries, workplace injuries, motor vehicle accident injuries, and I direct bill to MPI, WCB, and other third-party insurers. Thank you. Come see us.
And we're back here at the Bell MTS Iceplex. Joining with me today, the MSN insider, all the way from Waldorf University, Mr. Jeff Bartel. Checking out the first period, what did you like coming from the Blues? What did you like about their play so far in the first?
They held the play for the most part in the first period. Had a couple of power play opportunities they couldn't quite cash in on. But yeah, they were in the offensive zone most of the period.
So as a defenseman on the power play, do you expect them to keep the play low, like we had mentioned, below the red line, below the face-off dots, or would you like to see more defensive work, more crowds in front of Peterson? What kind of a structure, what kind of a power play would you like to see the Blues work on?
I'd like to see them work it down low a little bit more. They got caught up high a little bit too much. Their D-men kind of lost possession there a couple times, gave the Terriers a couple odd man rushes on the power play that you definitely don't like to see while you're on the power play. So if they can work it down low a little bit more, they might have some better opportunities to get the puck towards the net.
We're definitely seeing the Terriers forwards on the penalty kill stay really high up on those defensemen. You're absolutely right. So I think the key is to keep it down low below those marks. As for the Terriers, they get the 1-0 today. Good job on the rebound there by Belaney. What were your thoughts on the goal?
Right place, right time. He found the puck when nobody else could and managed to slip it by the goaltender.
Simple as that, eh? Puck sitting in front, put it upstairs where Mama hides the cookies. We got a 1-0 game. What does Winnipeg need to do to stifle this attack that's about to blow up here by Portage? I feel like they're just trying to hold off as much as they can, but you know Portage is going to wake up here sooner or later. What does Winnipeg have to do so that doesn't happen?
Limit the D-zone turnovers, limit the odd man rushes, and just make sure they're pushing the pace back against Portage and using transition game whenever they can.
Absolutely. So the transition game is important for the Blues. Were you happy with the hitting? Did you see some good hits out there? I saw a couple myself that reminded me of my old days playing defense. I know you like playing the physicality as well. Steven style. What do you think? Do you think the Blues can maintain that?
Yeah, absolutely. They got some big guys on that team that can throw the body around for sure. And if anything, I'd like to see them ramp it up a little bit more to try and help keep that Portage attack in check.
So Jeff wants to see the Blues ramp it up, a little more body play, a little more body checking. They're going to start off with a penalty kill, starting off the second period. Jeff, will talk to you more after the second period, all right?
Thanks.
Right on. This is Theo Tukulak with the Manitoba Sports Network with our MSN insider, Jeff Bartel.
Want a career in the salon industry but have no experience? Aveda Institute's program is designed to provide aspiring stylists with the solid technical foundations and business tools to achieve your success. With our in-house store and salon, knowledgeable educators, 95% placement, and our 9-month course, we will have you prepared for the demands of the industry. Now accepting applications for our January class, Aveda Institute Winnipeg. Hair school, the way it should be. See us today.
Hi, I'm Cassandra Curia with Fair & Fitness. We're located in Île-des-Chênes, Manitoba. We do everything from personal training, group training classes, yoga and flexible steel. We also focus on young athletes. We do not only just the strength and conditioning, but the agility, power, rotational control and strength, and flexibility, stability, and mobility is always super important. You can find us at fairandfitness.ca and come check us out.
Hi, I'm Melanie from Melanie Bond in Athletic Therapy. I deal with rehab here, and one of the treatments that I use is massage, some mobilizations, and there are many other techniques that I take care of to help heal injuries.
I treat sports injuries, workplace injuries, motor vehicle accident injuries, and I direct bill to MPI, WCB, and other third-party insurers. Thank you. Come see us.
Welcome back inside the Bell MTS Iceplex, and of course along the Manitoba Sports Network. Rory McGoran, Theo Tutkaluk with you. 1-0 in favor of the Portage Terriers after 20 minutes. Theo, you were joined by Jeff Bartel, our MSN insider there. I just want to remind people that that interview and wrap-up was brought to you by CM Engrave. Are you looking for trophies or medals for your next hockey tournament? Then call CM Engrave today, 204-224-2416. They got the best prices in Manitoba, cmengrave.ca. You will not be sorry that you called them. So, Theo, Blues are going to open up. Portage is going to open up on the power play here. This is going to be their second opportunity for GT Hockey on the power play. Second in the league, 25%, 0-for-1 today. What are they going to do?
Well, I'm kind of surprised they just took one player off, and I thought it was going to be coincidentals like we had mentioned at the end of that first period. But for Portage, maybe this is going to be that little poke that's going to wake the beast up. I think for the Portage Terriers, that wasn't their best first period coming out. Probably a little bit of that loosey, lazy legs or the tired legs from last night versus Wayway coming into tonight's action. And the Winnipeg Blues definitely took advantage of that. Like Jeff and I discussed, they had most of the play deep in the zone. They have the clear edge in shots here at 15-9. So what I'm looking for Portage is I think they're going to try to get in deep. Winnipeg definitely controlled the line unless Portage was able to dump and chase it. So look for Portage to dump and chase, get the dogs on it, get fast first to the puck, and then try to control the play along the sideboards and then get the shots from the point. You got Dwyer on the point. He's got a heavy shot, lots of veteran quality there. Look for him to lead this Terrier power play for the first couple minutes.
First power play unit for Portage comes out with Jeremy Leipsic, Chase Brackle, pardon me, and number 18 and James McIsaac. Face-off is won by the Portage Terriers, and the second period is on our way. Portage now takes the puck up into the neutral zone, touched into the zone by Brackle. Onto the stick of McIsaac. He's spinning off the check of one of the penalty killers in McGilvery for the Blues. Back up to the point for Dwyer. Dwyer head up looking for an option. Goes D to D. It's a little bit ahead of him, but it falls on the stick of Jeremy Leipsic. He dusts off the puck, shakes off a check, throws it down low to McIsaac. McIsaac goes centering pass back to Leipsic. Falls on the stick of Bartlett for the Blues. Sent all the way down the ice. 30 seconds killed here for Winnipeg.
Definitely keeping the puck to the outside, and here comes Portage right away.
McIsaac now quickly into the zone, drop back for Leipsic. Leipzig's going to go half wall here to Dwyer. They switch sides, back down low here for Leipsic. Leipsic now on the half wall, and back up to Dwyer. Leipsic now walks out into the high slot. He looks over. That slap shot there by Oliver. Glove save, knocked down into the corner by Jeremy Link. Corralled by Winnipeg, sent all the way down the ice. 1 minute now remaining here in the power play.
Great stop by Link, getting that puck, and especially with that rebound, moving to the corner so it was out of harm's way.
Cole Oliver with the blast has 2 goals, 9 points in 31 games here for Portage as they work the breakout here into the zone. Nicely held on the line there momentarily, but back the other way come the Blues in Cudmore. Cudmore looking for Q-check offside, so they're both going to have to get on the other side of the blue line. And in that time, the Portage will corral the puck with Sokolowski. Sokolowski gets stripped off the puck by Much, and Much is going to throw that down the ice. 1 shot so far on the power play for Portage. Their second opportunity. And into the zone comes Belaney, the goal scorer for the game for the Terriers. Belaney now plays it back up to the point for Thompson. Thompson goes D to D to Williams. Williams sends it back down below. First on it is Belaney, trying to chip it around the boards here, near side half wall onto the stick of, I believe, Levi Cudmore. And now up for Goodbranson, working one-on-one, takes it wide, whistles a shot. That's off the stick of Cody Thompson and goes high in the net. Now Thompson picks up the puck loosely into the zone, high up into the neutral zone, far side boards, walks the line. Isbelaney doesn't like the read. He's going to stop up, trying to dump it into the Winnipeg's attacking zone there. Off the body of Olstad, back on the stick of Bartlett. Regrouping are the Blues. 0 for 2 on the power play are the Portage Terriers. So 5-on-5 hockey resumes. Puck is dumped down the ice. This is going to be icing against Winnipeg. But there the Blues are again, killing off that potent power play of Portage.
And they did an amazing job keeping the play to the outside, keeping that box well intact while the play was in their defending zone. And when there was a pass coming through the attack part of the center there, all the passing lanes closed up. Very well done by the Blues.
Face-offs won by Winnipeg to the blocker side of goaltender. Then Jeremy Link. Out comes Goodbranson with it. He's looking for headman pass to Sutherland. Finds him. Sutherland back for Goodbranson. A little bit ahead of him. He gets taken down and takes out goaltender Peterson on the same play. Back the other way comes Portage. The puck is shoveled to the net of Link. Stick to side and high into the netting. We're going to get a stoppage of play inside the Winnipeg Blues zone. Just want to remind you that the second period is brought to you by Melanie Bonin Physiotherapy.
Great job by Link, noticing that there was a 3-on-2 and there was a big gap between the other two Blues forwards there, so getting the puck out of play, getting reset. Smart thing.
Face-off won there by Barnstable onto the stick of Dwyer. Dwyer's going to ring that around the net. First on it is Michael Ladyman for the Blues. He's going to take a check into the corner from Ty Enns. Enns finds Barnstable. Barnstable looking for Enns in front. Just a little bit behind him as it's intercepted by Marquez. Puck comes back up to the point, takes a blast. Was Stevenson. Now Barnstable behind the net looking for Enns. Puck's in front. They're banging away at it. Goaltender's down. And it squirts out to the near side, right beside the net here. Corralled by Ladyman. He takes a big check along the boards. Does get it to the blue line, kept in nicely there by Stevenson. Puck does come behind the net of Jeremy Link, and back come the Blues on the breakout. Partial 3-on-2, dumped in by, I believe that was Cudmore for the Blues into the corner now. 4 bodies in there, onto the stick of number 17. In Mackenzie Dwyer, he's going to skate this out to center ice and dump it in. Out of his net is Jeremy Link, plays it around the boards. For Ethan Unraw, he's going to leave that for Marquez. Marquez is trying to shrug off a check. Can't do that of Joey Moffat as he throws Marquez down to the ice. Puck now on the stick of Timlick. He throws it up near side half wall. Portage, a few good hits here in the attacking zone for the Terriers, hemming the Blues in their own end. Puck comes back to the point. Shot there from Taylor, steered aside by Jeremy Link. Good offensive pressure here for Portage Terriers. As it's back behind the net and Pierce. Pierce head up, trying to shrug off the check there of McGilvery. Gets it to the point for Thompson. Get it back into the Blues territory, back behind the net of Jeremy Link. In there to work on that is Pierce. On with Joey Moffat. Moffat being attacked by 2 Blues. Gets the puck almost to the point, intercepted by Marquez, and the Blues do get it out with Wiltshire carrying it into Portage territory here. Puck stops at the blue line. No offside. Joel McGilvery squeezes a shot off. Stopped there by Peterson. But how about the offensive pressure here from Portage Terriers?
Stifling. You're starting to see this large animal finally come up and awaken itself with the puck play down below, taking a bit of the own medicine of what the Blues were doing in the first period, causing a lot of trouble in front of Link. A couple of good scoring opportunities by the Terriers.
Faceoff is won by Portage in their own zone, taken behind their own net. And now up through center and ice, looking for Jeremy Leipzig, just a little bit ahead of him. Icing's going to be waved off. First on the puck is Brakel. Brakel's going to play it up the near side boards. Stopped along the half wall and corralled by Brakel. Brakel throws it to the point for Williams. An intentional wide shot looking for Jeremy Leipzig. Can't get the handle on the puck, and it's corralled by the Blues in Kuchek. Kuchek gets tripped up by Brakel. 2:21s come together. Brakel's going to go to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. Portage is going to get their 3rd power play opportunity for GT Hockey. 0 for 2 so far.
I think Brakel just got a little too excited there, trying to haul down the Blues player. All he had to do was continue moving his feet and skate with him and possibly lose the puck there before across the blue line. But we're going to see the Blues here enter into another power play.
3rd power play opportunity So far, perfect on the penalty kill for Ferrum Fitness are the Portage Terriers. Faceoffs won by the Blues. Onto the stick of Olstad. Olstad goes to Bartlett. Down the half wall here for Kuchek. Down low for Cudmore. Centering pass. That's steered aside by the goaltender. Might have went through the crease. Back up to the point for Bartlett as the Blues hold the line here. Down to the near side half wall. He walks it in. Centering pass into the slot for Cudmore. Just hard off his stick. High on the glass. Nice job by Bartlett to keep the puck in. He goes over to Goodbranson along the line, down for Kuchek. He whistles a shot, stopped there by Peterson. Puck falls to the left of Peterson. Grabbed by Kuchek, back to the point for Bartlett. Another blocker save by Peterson, and this time the Portage Terriers in Barnstable is able to get this puck by a high stick nonetheless, but the next one to touch it is the Blues with Kuchek. A lot of speed through the neutral zone, carrying it up, stays on side to the Blues. Low glove save there by Lasse Peterson. His 19th of the game, mind you.
I'm not too sure about that play by Kuchek. I mean, he's going in there 1-on-3, yes, with lots of speed, but it's a power play with 1:07 left. Take the Gretzky curl, stick to the boards, get yourself set up for a better scoring opportunity with some traffic in front of Peterson, because if he's going to see that shot, 100 times out of 100, he's going to make the save.
Faceoffs won by Joel McGilvery. He's going to go back to the point and D to Ladyman. Ladyman, head up. Goes over to Cisick, back to Ladyman. Rink-wide pass, intercepted dangerously there. I believe it was Mackenzie Dwyer who pinched up and knocked the puck deep into the Blues zone. Back to retreat is Joel McGilvery, trying to strip the puck off of Sokolowski. Two Blues players in there. Good penalty kill. Nice hit from number 24 and Scott McCoskey there on the penalty kill. Good job by the Portage Terriers to hem the Blues in on their own power play, for GT Hockey. 28 seconds remaining on this power play. And now the Blues do get it out to center ice with Michael Ladyman. Ladyman's going to take it wide down the right side. Stops up, being pinched along the corner boards. 3 bodies for the Blues in there, 2 for the Terriers. Vying for position are both teams. Puck squirts out to the point for Nick Cisick. Cisick walks the line, takes a shot, doesn't miss by much. Rebound for Behan! He scores! Cody Behan on the power play with 1 second remaining. Jumps on that loose puck, throws it between the wickets of Lasse Peterson, and it's a 1-1 game here in the second period.
A great job by Cisick to walk the line and get a clean shooting lane for Peterson. Now the puck did go wide of the net, but there you saw behind with Johnny on the spot. Legs open up, puck goes through legs. We've got a 1-1 game, and it's a power play marker by the Blues.
The rookie Cody Behan will take his 7th goal of the season in 33 games here. 12th point of the year. Nick Cisick's going to pick up the lone assist here in-house until further notice. But nonetheless, 1-1. The Blues answer on the power play for GT Hockey. Now 1 for 3 on that man advantage. Now Leipzig centering pass, and they score! Chase Brakel will answer right back. 15 seconds later, the Portage Terriers waste no time and get their 1-goal lead right back.
Just an amazing 3-on-2 there, textbook by the Portage Terriers. Third man trailer is Brakel. You see the scoring prowess in him. Finds the far side below the blocker. Makes it a quick 2-1 game. 15-second answer by the Terriers.
Well, Chase Brakel's going to pick up his 17th goal, which will tie James McIsaac for the team lead here for the Portage Terriers. Chase Brakel also picks up his 40th goal of the campaign in his 35th game. Leipzig's going to pick up the lone assist. We'll get you all caught up on the scoring summary after 40 minutes here. But 2-1, 2 quick goals from either team. The Blues answer on the power play to tie it up 15 seconds later. Portage with Chase Brakel, the Cornell University commitment, makes it 2-1 and gets the 1-goal lead back. Now the Blues in the attacking zone. On the puck is Kuchek. Kuchek being worked on there by the defenseman for the Terriers. Off the stick comes Kuchek, and down the ice goes the puck into the Blues zone. Back up quickly. Long headman pass looking for Sutherland. Sutherland touch pass to Behan. Quick wrist shot. Steered aside there by Lasse Peterson. And back the other way come the Portage Terriers. Stopped there at the red line and sent back into the Terriers zone does Sutherland. Out of his net to play it is Peterson. Stops it behind his net, and the breakout is on our way here for the Portage Terriers. Leipzig, lead pass for Sokolowski. He's in a low. Nice move to the backhand. Trying to touch pass back to, I believe, his winger. Shot from the point there. Rebound. It was his winger in Brandon Belaney, I believe it was, 22. Maybe a little bit, I don't know, would you say too fancy?
Just a little bit too much finesse, a little more pizzazz on that pass, and we could have had a 3-1 game, but great idea. Just unfortunate ending.
Ty Enns now drops it for Sokolowski. Back to Enns. Great pad save there by Jeremy Link. Kicks that aside onto the far side boards on the one-timer for Ty Enns. Puck squirts out back to the point. Slot pass for Enns. Shot there, just tied up by, I think it was one of the forwards. I can't see the number, sorry, for the Winnipeg Blues. Great way to tie up the stick of Ty Enns and prevent a third goal for the Portage Terriers. Now puck to the side of the net. Sharp angle shot off the bar, maybe the side of the net. Back the other way on a 3-on-2 come the Blues. McGilvery now. Long lead pass for Ladyman. Ladyman has number 18 in Kochanski with them. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Hammered back in by Unruh. And Winnipeg's going to make a full sail line change here. They got to get onside first as the Terriers are content with holding that behind the net and waiting for a breakout. Behind the net is Mackenzie Dwyer. There's a lead pass. Great vision by Dwyer, but off the stick of McCoskey. And offside's going to be the call here. Back and forth. Timeout. Back and forth action. Media timeout here in-house at the Bell MTS Iceplex. 2-1 in favor of Portage, but back and forth action. And, I mean, the one play that I got to point out is the centering pass for Ty Enns. Wide open cage as he had Jeremy Link going the other way. And I just couldn't see the number in time to find out who tied his stick. Nonetheless, an amazing defensive play by the Winnipeg Blues.
I think it was McGilvery that was able to get his stick on top of the Portage Terriers stick. But I have to say, Jeremy Link had a couple of great saves there. Probably some of the best saves he's had this game thus far, keeping it a 2-1 game. The Blues were completely disorganized for about 2.5 minutes of that game, and Portage took advantage of it. They were passing the puck. They were finding the passing lanes, but more importantly, Link keeping it a 2-1 game. Great job standing strong against a team that you're known to see pop the puck in the net more often than not when they see those chances. So great job by the Blues defense and the Blues netminder there.
Were you reaching out for the snacks that they're tossing out in-house here?
I've never had an oh my God in my life. I've only said it about 100 times, but I've never had the snacks.
Chris and Larry, I believe. Same two behind Clodhoppers.
Okay.
Is their new product, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought it was on Dragons Den a couple years back.
I think it was. Our producer here is saying it was. He's
there we go.
Us. Yes, back come the Blues here in Wiltshire. He takes a hit from Mackenzie Dwyer, does get it onto Timlick. Centering pass for, I believe that's Nakins. Nakins now trying to throw it out into the slot for Barroso. Onto the stick of Timlick. He throws it to the net, steered aside there by Peterson. Now puck onto the far side corner. Blues corral it, maintain offensive possession. On the puck, is Nakins. Nakins drops it for Timlick. Timlick looking for the centering pass. Spins off, doesn't like the read. Being stripped off the puck by McCoskey. Timlick does keep it in the zone. Gets it down low for Nakins. The Blues make a partial change, but back the other way comes Portage. As they have a little bit of room, long lead pass for McCoskey. He tries to go inside and out around the defenseman and Seasick. Nothing happening there. Now rink-wide pass off for Nakins. A little bit of room down the right side boards. Takes a shot. That's a blocker save there by Peterson. On the puck now is Pierce for the Portage Terriers. And back the other way come the Terriers. Lead pass was touched, if I thought I saw it correctly, but icing's going to be the call here against the Terriers.
I think it got touched by the side boards, and that's about it.
That could have been it.
You know what? But it was a pretty hot pass. I mean, I see some players shoot the puck that hard. To caress a pass like that is, you got to have hands of steel. Nonetheless, Terriers are going to look to regroup and get out of their zone.
Face-off won there by Levi Cudmore, but it goes between the two defensemen and squirts back all the way into the Winnipeg Blues zone. Back to corral. That is Bartlett. Bartlett head up, looking for an option behind the goalie of Jeremy Link. He's going to leave that for Cudmore. Cudmore with some speed, taking it down, trying to squeeze in between the two defensemen. Gets sticked off the puck, kept in by Nick Seasick. Punches that down low. Puck comes out to the far side half wall, and it's carried out by Barnstable, who goes wing to Taylor. Taylor was looking back for Barnstable, intercepted by Cisick in front of the net, kept in by Taylor of the Portage Terriers. Back behind the net is Barnstable. Him and Cisick are working for the puck. Out comes Barnstable with it. Drops it for, I believe that's Santon, number 11 for the Portage Terriers. But a 3-on-2 for the Blues as he's stripped off the puck. And now Kuchek. He throws it down for Goodbranson in front for Cudmore. And that's a great save there from Peterson as Cudmore was point blank in front, trying to slide it through the legs. Now Goodbranson throws a pass into the slot. That's off a body and falls along the boards. Back the other way comes Turner Santon. He's all alone, one-on-one. Santon throws a puck to the net. That's off the stick of Ladyman and goes wide. Blocker side of goaltender Jeremy Link. Picked up by the Blues defenseman, and he's getting skated up the ice. Looking for a pass up for Ladyman. That's off his skate. Onto the stick of McIsaac for the Terriers. McIsaac walks into the slot. Centering pass for Leipzig. Maybe ran out of room a little bit too tight into the goalie as Link came out to press him. Cover it up for a whistle. We've played just over 13 minutes here in the second, 2-1 for the Terriers. But again, look at the shots, 22-15 in favor of the Blues.
You look at the shots, but you look at also the scoring chance that the Portage Terriers have had over the last 7 minutes. And you saw right there the complete right side of the ice wide open with two green jerseys. Just couldn't put the puck past Link. Link did a good job by challenging the shooter and getting that rebound.
Face-offs won by the Terriers, spun back into the zone by Leipzig. First one on the puck, I believe, is McIsaac. McIsaac's going to leave it there for Leipzig. Leipzig gets to the line, held in nicely by Williams. Williams goes to Thompson. He throws a puck that tips off a stick, goes high over the boards, onto the near side glass here. Chipped by a couple sticks into the glass. Stoppage of play. Like you were saying, the Winnipeg Blues, I mean, they're finding the pucks towards the net. They found the tying goal, and then unfortunately just a little bit of a breakdown allowed the go-ahead goal again for the Terriers 15 seconds after that. But don't stop doing what you're doing, because it's not going to take much more. If you keep on firing pucks towards the net, you should be able to find success. Face-offs won there by the Blues. Steered aside to his own net is Jeremy Link. Puck comes out in front. Leipzig on it. Great pad save. Now on the rebound chance. And Link covers up as a sprawling Chase Brakel on his knees was trying to shovel the puck in between the legs of Jeremy Link. He was having none of that. Covers up for a whistle. We're going to get a face-off here to the right of Jeremy Link.
Jeremy Link doing exactly what he needs to do, is closing the space on those rebounds. And the Blues forwards and defense are doing the same thing, putting the pressure on the Terriers right away so they have less time to think where they're going to put the puck next.
Face-off won by Brakel onto the stick of Williams. He snaps a shot off. That's off a stick, and back the other way come the Blues with Goodbranson. Goodbranson trying to split the two defensemen, but he's sticked off the puck by Williams onto the stick of Thompson. Weak pass centering. Now a chance for, I believe it's Kuchek in front. Again, ran out of room, handcuffed himself a bit, trying to go from backhand to the forehand and shovel it in high on the short side. Just not enough territory for him to manage to do that. Great opportunity for the Winnipeg Blues. Back into their own zone is Winnipeg. On the puck is number 7 in Bartlett. Bartlett's trying to spin off the check of Chase Brakel. Sorry, that's Jeremy Leipzig, pardon me. He does. He gets it back to his defenseman in Nick Cisick. Cisick up to Kuchek, and Kuchek down to Goodbranson. Goodbranson fakes a slap shot, walks in. McGilvery to Kuchek, just off his stick, a little bit behind him. Back the other way comes Chase Brakel, the captain here for Portage Terriers. Nice defensive play by the Blues as they strip the puck off of Chase Brakel, and it's back the other way into Portage territories. We got 5:25 remaining here in the second period, 2-1 in favor of the Portage Terriers. Back behind the net is Marquez trying for a centering pass to McGilvery. Down is Peterson. Their hands are up. The Blues think they have a goal. Two players are tying each other up. There's a mass of bodies just to the side of the net. I saw no signal from the referee, though.
Do they have goal judges? Like, are those the guys in red that mark the red light scores? Because if that's the case, that red light was on behind Peterson for a brief instant. I don't know if they're going to maintain this a goal here.
There is a person behind the glass.
And the red light I did see go on.
He's wearing a red shirt, too.
He ain't Santa, I hope, because he's given a gift here to the Blues. Or he's given a gift to the Terriers, sorry, because the Terriers are getting away with a no goal here, which if they're paying that guy, I don't know. Tough angle for us to see. We wish he had instant replay. But that guy behind him with the red light's got to be a little bit more trusty of his hand. He's got to earn his keep, you know.
Well, no bells for Santa went off here for the Blues. Terriers, the puck in their own zone as the shot comes to the side of the net. Steered aside by Peterson. Shot, second effort. Steered aside by Peterson again. The Portage Terriers trying to get it out of their own zone. There's a long lead centering pass looking for Sokolowski. A little bit out of him. This is going to be icing against Portage.
Going back to that last series of plays there in front of Peterson, a scrum ensued because of the play below the red line. That's the first time we've seen the Blues do that in the second period. They just haven't had the play long enough in the Terrier zone to continue the play below those dots in that red line. So let's see them do it again.
Face-off won by Nakins onto the stick of Wiltshire. Quick shot. That's sticked aside by Peterson. Nakins again. First one on the puck in the corner. Fans on the centering attempt. Back the other way comes Portage. There's number 22 in Belaney. He's one of the goal scorers for the Portage Terriers. Trying to shrug off a few of the checks from the defenseman of the Blues. Gets it down low. Back to Belaney in the slot. Had a little bit of trouble handling the bouncing puck. Puck comes to the blue line. Held in momentarily by Taylor. And now out come the Blues to center ice, but none further as Portage is going to try to get that back in. Sokolowski almost put himself offside there, but no, says the linesman, as Sokolowski has the puck now in the far side corner boards. Trying to stop and start around Barroso. Slap shot from the point. Off the shoulder there of Jeremy Link, and back to the point now, intercepted by Nakins. Nakins goes up for Wiltshire. Wiltshire is going to dump this in, and that line's going to go make a change for the Blues as it's hemmed back into the Portage Terriers zone. Out comes Portage with a touch pass for Enns. Enns chips it into the attacking zone. First on it is Pierce for Portage, but he's stripped off the puck by Sutherland. Sutherland now working it down the near side, right side boards. Nice second effort by Bayhan. Throws a knuckle puck towards the net. Gloved nicely by Peterson. His 25th save of the game. 3:38 remaining here in the second. 2-1 Portage.
I'm trying to see the reaction from Coach Billy Keane on that last 3-on-2. You rarely get those odd man rushes against the Terriers team, and on the 3-on-2 you dump it in and go for a line change. Would have liked to have seen maybe a triangle set up and a scoring opportunity against Peterson.
Face-off won by Portage on the stick of Cole Oliver. He goes DD, stripped off by Bayhan in front. Great opportunity for number 12 and Cam Olstad, point blank in front, but Lasse Peterson makes another great save like we've seen many times here today. Again, Blues, good pressure here in the attacking zone, comes out to the point for Cisic. He whistles a shot, that's off the leg of McCoskey and down into the Winnipeg Blues end. First on it is Bartlett for Winnipeg. He's going to go headman pass for Sutherland. Tips that just ahead for Olstad. Olstad now trying a centering pass up for Bayhan. He takes a nice hit from Pierce. Puck comes out to the neutral zone where it's gobbled up by Cisic. Cisic now goes D-to-D for Unruh. Unruh throws it into the near blue line of the Portage Terriers. Corralled by Moffat. Moffat's going to go rink-wide pass up for McCoskey. A little bit behind him as he's tied up by Bayhan. Bayhan looking for Sutherland. Sutherland throws it up for, I believe that's Olstad. He's going to throw it down deep into the Portage Terrier zone. They're going to make a full sail line change here. 2:25 remaining in the second. Portage looking for a breakout. Going to go up the wing here to Cody Thompson. Nice centering pass up for Joey Moffat. Goes inside and out. Moffat now steers it towards the front of the net where Barnstable was waiting for it. Just a little bit ahead of him. Barnstable drops it down into the far side corner where him and Moffat are working to gather possession in the attacking zone. Barnstable now in to help out there is Ripplinger. Ripplinger comes out with the puck, goes D-to-D up to Pierce. Pierce whistles a shot. Stopped in front, just in the slot. Comes to the point for Cody Thompson. Thompson dusts it off, throws it down along the boards behind the net of Jeremy Link. First on it is Ripplinger again. He's going back and forth, trying to shrug off the check of Nick Cisic. Four bodies pile up right behind the net of Jeremy Link. No whistle, but back the other way comes Goodbranson on a 2-on-2. He's got Kuchek with him. Takes it wide around Thompson. Goes around the net, centering for Kuchek. That's just off a body and falls into the near side corner boards here. Four bodies now, two for each team. Battling for the puck. Puck squirts out behind the net of Peterson. First one on it is Thompson. Cody Thompson now. It's going to go near side here. Intercepted by Ryan Much onto the stick of Goodbranson. He throws a lob shot onto the goaltender in Lasse Peterson. Steers that into the corner. 1 minute here remaining in the second period. 2-1 in favor of the Terriers. Back the other way come the Terriers with Turner Santon. Turner Santon throws a weak backhand towards the net. Easily sticked aside by goaltender Jeremy Link. Link now back behind the net is Ripplinger. Ripplinger's been doing a lot of work, and look at that, he drew a penalty for the Portage Terriers power play opportunity. There's a shot by Turner Santon, touched by the Blues. What can you say about the work of Ripplinger behind the net? I mean, he was probably out there for a minute and a half, spinning back and forth, and first one on the puck in numerous amount of battles was number 15 in Turner Ripplinger.
Ripplinger doing exactly what is needed to keep not only the play continuing into the attack zone, but drawing that penalty, giving the Terriers the opportunity to go up 3-1. The Blues just have very little answer when the puck is down low, and Portage was just constantly in that cycle for a good 45 seconds twice now on either side of Link.
So 45 seconds of power play opportunity for the Portage Terriers. Down on the near side, half wall for Leipzig, back up for Dwyer. They play a little give and go, back down for Leipzig. Shot there from the point from Stevenson, sticked away by the goaltender Link, back up to the point for Dwyer. Back down to the half wall for Leipzig. Leipzig didn't like the read, stops up, goes back along the boards, back up for Dwyer. He goes DDD for Stevenson, and back up for Dwyer. There's a shot from Dwyer, doesn't miss by much. Rebound, Carob's off the boards, goes right through the slot, but no Portage Terrier can get a stick on it. Another shot there from Dwyer. That's blocked in front by Sutherland, and back comes Sutherland one-on-one here on Stevenson. Just flips it, but that goes up into the netting. 6.5 seconds remaining here. Nice power play set up by Dwyer and Leipzig, and then Stevenson on that far side for one-time option.
Dwyer definitely controlling the play in that first 40 seconds of the power play, getting a good couple of shots, but most importantly, the shot that missed coming right back off the carom through the slot. Nobody's able to put a stick on it.
4 seconds remaining, 2 seconds remaining. Puck tied up along the boards, does come out to the slot, but Kuchek's there to intercept that. That's going to do it for 40 minutes here at the Bell MTS Iceplex. 2-1 in favor of the Terriers. Winnipeg Blues are going to continue with a minute and 14 seconds left on the penalty kill for Ferrum Fitness when this third period resumes. Nonetheless, here we had the Blues pressing. We had the Blues gathering a little momentum, maintaining a little offensive pressure, finding a rebound goal by Cody Behan, the rookie. Throws it between the legs of Peterson. It's tied 1-1, and then 15 seconds later, the Terriers answer. Is that props to the Terriers for not letting that goal kind of throw them off their game, or maybe just a little bit of a lack of focus from the Winnipeg Blues?
Well, I'm going to say it's mental miscues by the Portage Terrier defense to allow Beheim completely alone in front of Peterson like that. Like, he had several seconds to decide what he wanted to do with the play. He could have passed it across. He went for the shot. He took the shot. Peterson left a little bit of a hole between the legs, being it a 1-1 game. So I'd call it a mental miscue by the Portage Terrier defense at the end of that power play. They were probably looking to get the puck out of the zone and looking for a headman rush coming out of the penalty box. However, the answer was the most important part of that first goal by the Blues. 15 seconds later, you see the number one line by the Terriers setting up that triangle, that third man high on the 3-and-2, and make no mistake, great goal, great setup, beating Link on the blocker side, making it a 2-1 game.
Well, that second period was brought to you by Melanie Bonin Athletic Therapy. And after 2 periods, 2-1 in favor of the Portage Terriers. So don't go away, because we'll have third period action. But even before then, we're going to bring on Theo's man and Manitoba Sports Network's insider, Jeff Bartel, who will break down 40 minutes between the Portage Terriers and the Blues. Once again, 2-1 in favor of the second-place Terriers. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes to go along the Manitoba Sports Network.
Melanie from Melanie Bond and Athletic Therapy. I deal with rehab here, and one of the treatments that I use is massage, some mobilizations, and there are many other techniques that I take care of to help heal injuries.
I treat sports injuries, workplace injuries, motor vehicle accident injuries, and I direct bill to MPI, WCB, and other third-party insurers. Thank you. Come see us.
Welcome to MB Seeds. I'm Matt and this is B, and we're a family-run business. We've been operating since 2012, and we sell canola, soybeans, corn, wheat, barley, oats, and peas. We also run a cleaning facility on site just south of Low Farm, where we can clean almost anything that you can grow. Come check us out today.
Two periods down, one to go. We've got our MSN insider again, Jeff Bartel. What'd you think of the second period?
The tempo picked up in that period a lot. Body checks were being thrown, and overall it was a good period for both teams, I think.
Both teams did come out very well. Roughly the same shots, 11-9 there, still in favor of Winnipeg. The bodies came flying. You were pretty happy with that?
Yeah, I think to start the period, Portage took over with their physical play and ended up having some more zone time than Winnipeg did to start, but then there was a pushback by the Blues, and they managed to tie it up before Portage came back the next shift and took the lead again.
Now, as a player, and as a player myself, how important is it for that response, 15 seconds after you just gave up the lead, to then regain the lead? What does that tell you about a team?
Oh, that's huge. It shows the resiliency and the leadership roles that they have on that team. They can give up one but don't get down. They just come back and get it back and take the lead again.
As a team, when you think about playing a team, when you play a team like Portage in Winnipeg's eyes and you see all of that championship on the other bench, is it hard to look to that, or how do you look past it from a team that's a little bit younger, maybe a little bit less experienced, but they're in this game only down 2-1?
You just got to keep pushing. You can't let those things get to you. You have to just find a way to put it out of your mind and focus on the next shift, the next pass you make, the next shot.
So what's the one thing or the couple things that Winnipeg Blues need to do to see if they can come ahead and end this game on top after the third?
Again, they got to limit those odd man rushes. That's how the Portage Terriers answered there with that second goal. And I think just keep putting pucks to the net. There's a couple that the Portage goaltender managed to let fight off, even though they were a little bit wobbly, a little bit shaky maybe.
Yeah, I know Peterson looks like he's got everything calm and cool, but he seems to have one or two rebounds kind of disappear on him where he doesn't know where they go, and maybe for the Blues they have a chance to put a stick on that and get it by in the twine.
Yeah, you just got to find a way to push to the net and grab those greasy rebounds.
Juicy, greasy, garbage goals, however you want to call it. 2-1. Portage Terriers lead the Winnipeg Blues. We're going to have third period action coming up here in a couple of minutes. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Cassandra Curia with Fair Fitness. We're located in Ile-des-Chênes, Manitoba. We do everything from personal training, group training classes, yoga, and flexible steel. We also focus on young athletes. We do not only just the strength and conditioning, but the agility, power, rotational control and strength, and flexibility, stability, and mobility is always super important. You can find us at fairmfitness.ca and come check us out.
Want a career in the salon industry but have no experience? Aveda Institute's program is designed to provide aspiring stylists with the solid technical foundations and business tools to achieve your success. With our in-house store and salon, knowledgeable educators, 95% placement, and our 9-month course, we will have you prepared for the demands of the industry. Now accepting applications for our January class, Aveda Institute Winnipeg, Hair School, the way it should be. See us today. Want a career in the salon industry but have no experience? Aveda Institute's program is designed to provide aspiring stylists with the solid technical foundations and business tools to achieve your success. With our in-house store and salon, knowledgeable educators, 95% placement, and our 9-month course, we will have you prepared for the demands of the industry. Now accepting applications for our January class, Aveda Institute Winnipeg, Hair School, the way it should be. See us today.
Back here at the Bell MTS Iceplex, Rory McGorn, Theo Tutkaluk. That interview with Manitoba Sports Network insider Jeff Bartel was brought to you by CM Engrave. Are you looking for trophies or medals for your next hockey tournament? Then call CM Engrave, 204-224-2416. They got the best prices in Manitoba. You will not be sorry you called or visit it. If you want to visit, go to cmengrave.ca. So Theo, tight checking affair here, 2-1 in favor of the Terriers after 40 minutes. 20 miles remaining. What do the Blues got to do?
I mean, the Blues are doing what they got to do to maintain the pressure and the play in the Portage zone, and they're using their legs more than Portage. I mean, they've realized that the Portage Terriers team played last night. Quick turnaround game last night, game tonight, back-to-back. The Blues have had a lot more rest, and you can definitely see it in the way they're skating. They've been controlling the play a lot more with the amount of shots on net, but are they powerful? Are they promoting good quality scoring chances? That remains to be seen. I mean, like we talked about in the middle of the second intermission, that answer to that first goal to the Blues by the second goal for the Terriers was quick, well responded, and it was great to see by a team that is in second place in this division.
Yeah, second place, Portage Terriers coming off a 6-2 victory last night at home against Wayway. Brings them to 47 points on the season, 22-10-3. The second place Portage Terriers, the 3-time defending champ Portage Terriers are, but the Blues are right in this one. 3-1 so far the season series between the two teams, this being Game 5. And for Coach Billy Keane, down by 1 goal against a team who's played last night, what are you telling your team in between periods? You're exactly where you want them right now. Press hard for 20 minutes like you just said and come out with a W?
Press hard, get through this penalty kill, and then continue to get that play below the dots. Get more play in the Portage zone, the better chance of you scoring 10 feet away as opposed to 200 feet away.
The puck is dropped, and the third period here at the Bell MTS Iceplex along the Manitoba Sports Network is on our way. But 10 seconds in, we're going to get a whistle here. Offside are the Portage Terriers. So regroup right outside the Winnipeg Blues zone. Out to take the draw is Chase Brakel. He's going to win that onto his defenseman, and rink wide up ahead for Ty Enns. Enns is going to fire that into the Winnipeg Blues zone. Out to play that is the goaltender. Back to the point, Thompson. Quick pass onto the half wall here for Enns. Enns spins, backhands that down to the captain, Chase Brakel. He goes back behind the net to Jeremy Leipsic. Leipsic being worked on there by Sutherland. 2 number 23s come together down behind the net of Link to Brakel. Brakel back up to Enns and onto the point for Williams. Williams now spins, fires it to an open side where Leipsic gathers that puck. Sorry, I can't speak for some reason. Gathers that up, back up to the point for Williams. Williams now for Enns, and Enns back to the far side on the power play here for GT Hockey, down for Leipsic. Leipsic in front for Brakel. Brakel back up to the point for Williams. Down to Enns, didn't like it, back for Williams. Nice one-handed effort there to hold the line. Over to Brakel. Brakel whistles a shot, kicked away onto the near side boards here, corralled by the Terriers. Second shot, third shot. Great chance for Leipsic. Fourth opportunity for Thompson. And Terriers can't find the back of the net there. Good penalty kill for the Blues for Ferrum Fitness as we're back to 5-on-5 effort. The Blues now work it out with Cody Bayhun. He has a goal here, the only goal for the Blues. Whistles a shot, almost squeaks through the pads again of Peterson, but he squeezes tight and holds that. We've played 1:30. Whistle coming up to the right of goaltender Lasse Peterson.
And a great job by the Blues penalty kill there. It was a guilty by all offenses. All 4 players making the best of that save, keeping that puck out of that net. Great job by the Blues. Now they've got to kill it. They've done it. Now they've got to go on the attack.
Faceoffs won by Portage, played it out into neutral territory where it's gobbled up by the defenseman in Ryan Much. Played up for Kuchek. He's got a little bit of room. Slap shot from Kuchek. Blocker save from Peterson. Puck falls into the corner boards where it's picked up by Kuchek. He leaves it there for Cudmore. Wraparound attempt. On the stuffing opportunity for Cudmore. Hard against the post was the goaltender in Peterson, and back the other way comes Ripplinger. Ripplinger trying a backdoor opportunity pass for, I believe that's Brakel. No, sorry, that's Santon. Santon couldn't quite find the handle on that. And back come the Blues. Led on the break there by Much. Much goes with a long lead pass looking for Bayhun. On the follow-up attempt was Joel McGilvery to hammer that deep into Portage territory. Two bodies here for Portage. Puck goes D to D onto the stick of Pierce. Pierce now plays it up. I believe that's for McIsaac. McIsaac's looking for Sokolowski. Puck hits his skate. He goes for a spill, and the Blues are able to regroup in their own zone with Connor Timlick. Timlick now waiting for a couple mates, waiting for a read. Swings behind the nets. McGilvery leaves the puck for Timlick. Timlick's now going to skate this out of his own zone. Stops up, doesn't like the read as he's being pressed on by Belaney. Belaney, nice forecheck there for the Terriers. Ties up Timlick's stick. McGilvery's there to help out. Chips it back for Timlick. Timlick now plays it up the left wing boards here for number 15 in Unruh. Unruh into the slot for Marquez. Puck for Unruh. Puck into the slot on a rebound chance. Great opportunity for the Blues. Cleared out of danger by the Terriers. Pass up the boards. Up for Ty Ends. He stops up, but he's knocked off the puck by Cisick. Cisick now stops up on the near side corner boards here. Long headman pass up for Sutherland. Sutherland just dumps it in on top of goalie Peterson as the rest of his line is going to make a change. Full line change for the Blues. They gather up the puck. Sutherland shovels it closer to the net. It's stopped by the Portage Terriers and out to neutral ice. And back comes number 12 in Moffat. Joey Moffat's going to take that wide on his backhand, one-handed that. Pinched along the boards by Bartlett. Bartlett's going to drop it for Cisick. Cisick's going to hit that off the backboards. Back to Bartlett. Bartlett now for the Winnipeg Blues. Throws it behind the net for Cisick. Cisick, wing pass up into the neutral zone for Bayhun. Bayhun walks the line, drives into the Portage Terriers zone, onto the stick of Sutherland, who chips it behind the net of Peterson. Now four bodies, two for each team behind the net of Pearson. Walking out, attempting to walk out was Bayhun. Puck just spills back behind the net of Peterson and corralled by Cody Thompson, who plays it up for McCoskey. McCoskey then flips it deep into the blue zone onto the stick of Jeremy Link. And back the other way come the Blues. There's number 12 for Winnipeg in Cam Olstad, trying to shrug off the check there of Dwyer. Gets it down deep into the Portage territory, where it's picked up loosely off the wall by Pierce onto the stick of Much for Winnipeg and hammered right back into Portage territory. And hard on the forecheck are the Blues, but cleared out into the neutral zone does the Terriers. Onto the stick of Ryan Much. A little regroup here, working for a breakout. Onto the stick of Wiltshire. Touched ahead for Barroso. Barroso trying to look for Nakins in front. Into the slot. A little bit too hot to handle for Nakins. And back the other way comes Portage with McIsaac. McIsaac, 17 goals on the year. Tied for the lead with Brakel. Back to the point for Stevenson. Just gets past his grasp. Slides all the way back into the Portage territories, and both teams are going to be able to make the change. Back the other way on the breakout comes the Terriers. Lead pass up for Brakel. Brakel, couple nifty moves into the attacking zone for the Terriers. Onto the stick of Leipzig. He swings around and fires it deep down into the Blues end. On the puck is a defenseman for the Blues. Flips it high and out, down into the slot there of the Portage Terriers territory, pardon me. Onto the stick of McIsaac. He's going to leave that and picks it up on his own. On Oliver now. Trying a centering pass and tipped in by McIsaac, but that finds the Winnipeg Blues bench. We've played 6 minutes here. Fast-paced third period. Not many whistles. 6 minutes gone already. Still 2-1 in favor of Portage.
Not many whistles, and quite frankly, not very organized by either teams. A lot of back and forth, north and south skating. Not seeing some great scoring opportunities in the last 4 minutes.
Puck on the stick of Cisick. He's going to fire that into the Portage territory. And out come the Terriers. On to the stick of Cody Thompson, up ahead for McIsaac. He chips that into the Blues end. First on it, Cisick off the boards, intercepted by McIsaac, walks out into the slot. Nice move by McIsaac. On to the point where Pierce holds it in. Back onto the stick of McIsaac. Tries to squeeze off a shot. That's wide of the net. On that now is Leipzig. He might have got held there by number 17 in Levi Cudmore. I think we're going to get a power play opportunity coming up for the Portage Terriers. Pardon me.
We're going to see McIsaac actually get a penalty on Cisick. Cisick got under the pants of McIsaac there in front of the net, and he had just about enough of it, giving him the what for. The cross checks, the slaps, the high sticks, the slashes, all that jazz. The ref said he had enough, gave him 2 minutes for slashing. Cisick controlling his composure, a big man on the point there, only playing 9 games, but clearly being the best defenseman here, in control for the Blues. Great job over the first 40 minutes, and Cisick, he's getting rewarded with some power play time here.
Yeah, Chase Brakel's going to be the one taking the penalty for the Portage Terriers. Puck comes to the point where it's held in by Cisick. 2 minutes for what?
Slashing, it says.
I thought he said crossing.
It's a
combination between cross-checking and slashing. Yeah,
it's cross-slashing.
It's crossing. It's a new call here at the Bell MTS Iceplex. You heard it first along the Manitoba Sports Network. Crossing for Chase Brakel. Nonetheless, power play for GT Fitness here for the Winnipeg Blues. Puck cleared out of the zone of the Terriers. We've played 30 seconds here on this power play. So far, no shots for Winnipeg. They're going to try to regroup and break it out and then get set up here on this power play. 2-1 in favor of Portage. 12:35 remaining. Here comes Kuchek. He takes it wide with a pass for Cudmore. In front for Kuchek. He got a stick on that puck. Just steered it wide of the net. Didn't miss by much. Great opportunity there for Winnipeg.
Great setup with speed by Kuchek. Finding Cudmore on the side and then getting the return pass. Just sliding it past the near post for the Blues. They're coming in back again.
Bartlett now carries that into the Portage end. Ringed around the boards. Over to get that is number 12 in Olstad. He keeps that in. Now on the puck is Kuchek. Kuchek walks into the high slot, takes on his backhand, tries to shovel it in front for Goodbranson. Just a little bit behind him, and the Terriers are able to clear that out of their zone. We've played a minute and a half here on this power play opportunity for GT Fitness. Now Sokolowski takes the puck, walks out in front, throws it to the net. Great save there by Jeremy Link to keep this a one-goal game. And we mentioned this in the pregame. A team that leads the league in shorthanded goals with 8 had a great opportunity there with Sokolowski driving the net. 11:47 remaining in the third, 2-1 Portage.
And that's exactly what you saw, is a miscue between the pass, between the defenseman and the forward. Sokolowski coming in between the pass there. Great penalty-killing scoring opportunity by the Terriers there. And unfortunately for Kuchek, the pass instead of the shot leads to an odd man rush and a play moving down and a great scoring chance by the Terriers in Sokolowski.
Face off to the right of goaltender Jeremy Link is won there by the Winnipeg Blues. Bartlett doesn't like the read. He's going to spin back in his own zone. Now plays the puck up to Kuchek, who dumps it into the Terriers end. Quickly slapped out by Dwyer all the way back into the Winnipeg Blues. And that's going to do it here for the power play. So the penalty kill for Ferrum Fitness is once again successful for the Portage Terriers. 2-1 here for Portage. Opportunity missed on the power play for Winnipeg as the puck comes out to the neutral zone. Stevenson corrals that one, sends it high and deep into Winnipeg Blues territory. And back to get that is the defenseman for Winnipeg. He plays the D over to Bartlett. Bartlett now shrugs off the check of one of the forecheckers for Portage. Onto the near side, far side boards, pardon me. Walking out in front is number 17 and Mackenzie Dwyer. But covered up by Link. 10:54 remaining in this third period. Are you waiting for do you have 50-50 tickets?
No, I was waiting to make sure that was announced, because just in case.
Oh.
I don't know.
I thought you bought some 50-50s. You're hearing the number here.
I was thinking I might have done that because, Santa needs a couple more presents under the tree.
Yeah.
But this has been a great game so far. Santa's been blessing us here with this great one here on a Thursday night.
Face-off is won by Winnipeg. Played up the wing. Intercepted there by Brakel. Brakel now is going to find Leipzig with a little bit of room. Leipzig finds the trailer, and McIsaac whistles a shot. Great save to keep this a one-goal game was Jeremy Link coming out and cutting off that shot there by James McIsaac. Great opportunity for Portage. Even better save for Winnipeg and Jeremy Link. Now back the other way comes McIsaac. He's got Leipzig with him and Chase Brakel. Drops it for Leipzig. He takes it wide, far, rink-wide pass up for Brakel. Brakel's trying to spin off the check there of Bartlett. Intercepted by Bartlett. Pardon me, that's Much. Ryan Much, number 2 for Winnipeg. Spins back behind his own net, and now he's going to skate this out of his own zone. Stops up, intercepted. Dangerous plays. That's corralled by McIsaac. McIsaac drops it for Leipzig. Back on McIsaac. Good offensive pressure here for the Terriers. Back to the point for Oliver. He's going to throw a shot with wide with purpose as that banks off the backboards. First on it is number 5 in Michael Ladyman for the Blues. Now out in front with a shot is Chase Brakel. Stopped by Jeremy Link. A little bit of a tussle in front of the net. Going to get a media timeout here, but good offensive pressure here in the midway through the third period for the Terriers.
Great job by the Terriers in the last 3 or 4 minutes there, maintaining the pressure in the Blues zone. But a great job on that 3-on-2 against the number 1 line for the Terriers, where Link was isolated with the shooter, knowing that his defense partners had taken out option 2 and option 3 for that pass. He was able to come out of the net, challenge the shooter with great job, and made a great save. I mean, just the communication or just the know about and off and ice awareness by the Blues defense and goaltender Link there made that look a lot simpler than it could have been. I mean, what can you say about the Blues? I mean, they're buzzing. They're doing what they need to do to maintain this a close game. They're just not playing enough time in the Terrier zone. They still have half a period to go. Hopefully they have a chance here to get the puck in deep into Portage. I think Peterson might have 1 or 2 scribbly rebounds left in him to make this a good game. Nonetheless, it's been a great end-to-end action type setting. We're now going to see some emotions open up a little bit. We see some bear hugs. We see some fisticuffs. Maybe some hard hits to end the period off.
Wouldn't be the holiday season without them here at the Bell MTS Iceplex. This third period, I want to remind you, is brought to you by Aveda Institute. Puck comes back to the point in the attacking zone for the Portage Terriers. Falls into the far side corner boards where a few bodies are tied up there looking for position. Puck comes to the point for Santon. Now a shot from the point for Ripplinger. Didn't miss the net by much. Now back behind the net is Barnstable. First on it is Ripplinger. Ripplinger throws it back behind the net for Barnstable. That's intercepted by the Blues, and back the other way comes Winnipeg. On the puck is number 20, Bayhun. He's going to leave that for Olstad, trying to drive one to the net one-handed. Just ran out of room, shoved it off the side of the net, and back come the Terriers. Led by number 11 in Santon. Santon's going to drop it for Barnstable. Blockered into the corner by Link. Now back behind the net is Ripplinger. Gobbled up there by number 3 in Cisick. Nick Cisick's going to centering pass to Bayhun, the goal scorer here for the Blues. Tries to get that deep, but back the other way comes Dwyer. Dwyer fires a shot. Pad save there by Link. Rebound opportunity. Missed the net on the shooting opportunity by number 16. Oh, it wasn't number 16, because I don't think they have a number 16. Tie ends, pardon me. And now Nick Cisick's going to get to the neutral zone, throw that on top of goalie. Rebound opportunity, they score! A miscue by goalie Lasse Peterson, and there was Joel McGilvery, Johnny on the spot to make it 2-2. Tie game here, 8:19 remaining in the third.
Like we said in the last stoppage of play, he's got a couple of squibbly rebounds left in him that carry him off the boards, tricks Peterson. McGilvery in the right spot to pot his 6th goal of the season. The Blues have tied it up here, 2-2. Great job being first on the loose puck in the slot, kind of returning the favor on Portage's first goal.
A tie game here late in the third. And with the team that played last night, these are the 8 miles where the Blues really have to press. And Dexter Kuchek is going to pick up the puck. He throws it onto the stick of Michael Ladyman, trying to go inside and out around Stevenson. Ladyman, good job to hold the line, but momentarily as Ty ends is going to work it back out for Portage. Centering pass for Belaney. A little bit behind him. Rebound chance on the follow-up. Now a wraparound for Belaney. Great defensive effort by one of the Blues. And now back the other way comes Winnipeg. They're going to flip that into the neutral zone just ahead of the stick of Dwyer. Icing's going to be waved off. Dwyer's tied up along the boards. Kuchek now gets the puck behind the net, walks into the high slot, throws a puck towards the net. I believe that's blockered on the side of goaltender Peterson, now into the corner. Good forechecking here for the Blues on the stick of Kuchek. Spins, fires. Great save by Peterson to keep this a tie game as he had Kuchek point blank in front of the net.
Unbelievable save. He kept the pad just long enough along the ice there on that spinorama shot. I thought he was going to continue to the far boards and use the backhand, but a great job by the defenseman, much on the Blues side of things, on the wraparound try by the Terriers, laying the stick down and stopping that puck from coming into the zone.
Nakins is going to come and take the draw for the Winnipeg Blues against the captain and Chase Brakel. That's won by Brakel, played behind the net. First on it's Pierce. Pierce is going to swing it back behind the net onto the stick of Thompson. Up ahead, and now for Brakel. Brakel's going to go through the neutral zone into the attacking zone, held on the line nicely by Williams. He shovels that down to the near side half wall here, where the captain and Brakel is going to drop it down. Quick shot there by number 12 and Joey Moffitt. Misses the net, back the other way comes Nakins. Nakins now throws it to the defenseman and Timlick. Timlick's going to get it in just halfway into the zone, as Williams is going to play that back behind his own net. Cody Thompson has to be careful as Nakins is hard on the forecheck, trying to lift the stick of Cody Thompson. Thompson does get it out. Up ahead to Moffitt. Moffitt chips it past into the Winnipeg Blues zone. On the trail is Pierce. Pierce trying to centering attempt for Moffitt, but intercepted by Nakins. Nakins going to play it to Timlick. Timlick's just going to chip this off the boards, where Wiltshire is worked on by Oliver, and back the other way comes Oliver. Touch pass up ahead for Pierce. Pierce now trying to spin off a check of one of the defensemen for the Winnipeg Blues. Two bodies in there, throwing each other around. Pierce takes a fall from a hit from one of the Blues, back around the net, onto the stick of, I believe that's Olstad. Sorry, it's Goodbranson, number 10. And now Cisick with it. Plays it for Timlick. He falls, and the puck squirts out. Does get to the neutral zone as it's carried out here by Cudmore. Cudmore has Goodbranson with it. Goodbranson into the slot, trying to get a whack at it. Penalty coming up as Goodbranson was taken down hard into the backboards, favoring his left arm.
Yeah, that left arm hit the boards pretty hard, as we see Taylor go to the box for 2 minutes or less. Took the feet right out of the Blues player there, and thankfully he's able to get up on his own and skate to the bench. But that was a great scoring. It went from a 3-on-2 quickly to a 2-on-1, and Taylor had to do what he had to do to maintain a little bit of an opportunity so that Peterson could make a save. But we got a power play here. We've seen the Blues carry the puck here for the last 4 or 5 minutes. Let's see if they can continue.
Yeah, Joel McGilvery's the goal scorer here, knotted up this game at 2, loses the faceoff. And Portage throws that back down into Winnipeg territory. Back the other way comes Winnipeg with Cisick. He goes inside and out around few forecheckers. Plays it up for Bayhun, the other goal scorer for Winnipeg. Bayhun's going to leave it behind his net, and now onto the boards for Bayhun. Bayhun back to Cisick and back to McGilvery. McGilvery now walks out, takes a shot, trying to go high. Glove side on Peterson, didn't miss by much. On to the point for Cisick, just slipped under his stick, gets past the blue line. Blues are going to have to get onside now with 1:25 remaining on this power play for GT Fitness. And now Chase Brakel on the penalty kill, trying to go in between two defensemen for the Blues. That's corralled by the Blues. Opportunity in front for Brakel. Tries to squeeze off a shot, just fanned on that one. As it falls back into the neutral zone. Corralled back by Barnstable. Just want to remind you that goal by Joel McGilvery was brought to you by MyPhone, your authorized TELUS dealer in Verdon and 2 locations in Brandon. MyPhone for that goal by Joel McGilvery to tie this game up at 2. Great opportunity in front, shorthanded on a team that has 8 shorthanded goals, leads the league for Chase Brakel. And now back the other way comes Cudmore, flips it in between the 2 defensemen, trying to squeeze in there. Is Cudmore. Puck comes to Kuchek. Nice toe drag move. Walks out. Short side shot. Now centering pass on the stick of Bartlett. There's a shot. Rebound chance for Marquez. Again, held at the line by Bartlett. Another opportunity. Hits the body in front. Nicely blocked. Again, Bartlett holds the line. Good opportunity here on the power play. One-time chance for Olstad. Sticked away by Peterson and into the netting. I think Portage is going to get a much-needed stoppage of play there. 4:14 remaining in the third 2-2 game as Winnipeg was all over him on that power play.
All over him on that last 40 seconds of that power play. But before that, we had Ladyman trying to go cutie behind the net. He went off the back of the net. However, that gave a quick shot for the Terriers to almost put in their 9th shorthanded goal. 16 seconds left here in the power play for the Blues. Look for a couple of quick shots before it's done.
Cudmore wins the face-off. It's back on the stick of Olstad at the point. Olstad's trying to go rink wide up for Q-check, intercepted. Now Marquez is able to hammer that back a little bit deeper, but on the retreat are the Portage Terriers. They get that back out to the blue line of Winnipeg. Penalty is now over as the Portage Terriers kill off another one off the stick of Sokolowski. That's going to wave off icing as it goes back into Winnipeg's end. Back to retreat is much, but on the puck is Sokolowski. Trying to centering pass. That missed all of his mates, but kept in nicely there by Stevenson. Now Leipzig goes over to McIsaac. McIsaac trying to throw it into the slot. That misses all the bodies. And the other way, 2-on-1. Here's Q-check. Has Goodbranson with it to Goodbranson on his backhand. And just falls off the stick. Pardon me, Cody Bayhun, number 20. Great opportunity as Kuchek passed it to Bayhun. Trying to go forehand, backhand. But the puck rolls off his stick, and with 3 minutes, 15 seconds remaining, it's still 2-2 here in this third period. And now the Blues work out a break opportunity with Ladyman. Ladyman's going to walk the line, and Olstad, I believe, was a step offside, so faceoff's going to come outside the Terrier zone. 3 minutes, 6 seconds remaining.
An amazing opportunity on that last 2-on-1. We talk about offensive chances and odd man rushes, and when you take advantage of them, good things happen. Just rolled off the stick. The fake shot score just almost found the back of the net.
Faceoff's won by the Terriers and carried out by Williams. Williams gets the center, chips that in. Out of his net is Link to play that. Link's going to throw that along the boards. Gets to the near side half wall here where it's stopped by the Terriers. 4 bodies in there. Terriers get out to the point for Thompson. He takes a shot, saw the whole way by Link. He blockers that into the far side corner now. Terriers hard on the forecheck. Trying to centering pass. A few bodies scrum in the middle. In to help is Barnstable. But out comes the Connor Timlick with the puck. Timlick's going to flip this high and out of any danger. Allow the Blues to get a partial line change. Back to get that in their own zone is Thompson. Thompson takes a huge hit and a penalty coming up for number 18 in Brandon Kochanski as he absolutely ran Cody Thompson into the boards, who is down. And they got to clear those bodies away from Cody Thompson.
Absolutely. There's got to be some idea. Those refs officials got to get those players away from the hurt player. You hate to see 2 big bodies go in like that against the boards, and as one of them gets ridden into the boards like that, just an unnecessary force. We're going to see how this gets played out by the head officials. I think he's sending Kochanski off the ice here.
Well, that's going to be it for Kochanski, so we're going to get probably an extended power play opportunity here for Portage. And you mentioned that big body is Brendan Kochanski, 6'3", 204. A little bit of a hit from behind on Cody Thompson, who, mind you, is 6'5", 230.
Yeah, I know those are big boys coming in. We got some choice words by some of the spectators here at the Bell MTS Iceplex, but nonetheless, just something you don't need to see. You want to, you like to see the fact that Thompson's able to get up on his own and skate to the bench, probably gathering his wits and his whereabouts.
Well, the intensity is surely picking up here, but again, you never want to see someone be run by the numbers into the boards like Cody Thompson was by Brandon Kochanski. So Kochanski has been sent off the ice. That's going to be it for his night. And with 2:29 remaining, the referees are gathering up, and we're going to find out how much of that power play for GT Hockey. 5-minute power play opportunity for the Portage Terriers here late in this third period with a 2-2 game.
You know, in this opportunity here, 5 minutes, it does not allow the Blues to take any type of chance whatsoever. I mean, Portage is going to finish this game off with a man advantage, whether they score 1, 2, or 5 goals. Because of the 5-minute major, it does not negate any time off of the penalty. This may open the doors a little bit for Portage to play with that odd man 5-on-4 and the opportunity to play most of this rest of the third period in the Winnipeg Blues defensive zone. And for Coach Billy Keane, you know, I don't know what kind of answer you got to tell, because you have 2.5 minutes here in the third, and if it goes in overtime, you're going to have another 2.5 minutes there with a man disadvantage as well. So, I mean, unfortunately for the Winnipeg Blues and Kachansky taking a run at Thompson, getting the 5-minute major, it's just one of those things that you don't want to see as a team. You don't want to see the intensity end. However, you want to make sure that you're playing with your wits and you're playing on your whereabouts and you're playing smart hockey. And unfortunately for the Winnipeg Blues, this might cause a bit of a disruption in that good fight and good game you've played here in the 57.5 minutes prior to these recent events, Rory. So here we are, 2:29, Portage with a 5-minute major power play here.
Face-off is won by Portage onto the stick of Dwyer. Down low for Leipzig now, who's at the half wall, far side to the point for Williams. Back for Leipzig. He's going to go down low, centering pass. That's blocked in front by the Blues. If there's one thing the Blues can take positive out of this, is that they've killed all 4 opportunities of Portage. This power play for Portage is brought to you by GT Hockey, as the penalty kill for Firm Fitness for the Blues is able to get that out momentarily. Back the other way comes Leipzig on the far side boards. He's going to stop up and look for some options. A little bit of a sauce pass to Williams, down to ends, and a one-timer that's wide of the net, but falls on the stick of Leipzig, who quickly plays that up for Williams. Back down low for Leipzig. He walks out down in front for Brakel, but that's a high pass in front, bounces into the near side corner boards here. 5 bodies on that. Cleared out by the Blues, which did touch the netting. I think they're going to say it touched a stick. So no penalty here, but we're going to get a face-off inside the Winnipeg Blues zone.
Yeah, they're calling it a tip of some sort, but the puck definitely left the play.
Or they might be calling it a tip as it touched the corner of the glass and the netting, which is still not a penalty here for Winnipeg. As Nick Cisic gathers the puck off that face-off, clears it all the way down. So 1 minute of this 5-minute power play has been expelled by the Winnipeg Blues. So they have killed all 4 so far. They could use that positivity towards this one, as there's 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining in this third with a 2-2 tie. Out of his net is Link, has to race back into his net as Portage was quick to get the puck. Dwyer holds it at the line momentarily, but here comes Much with it off the skate of Dwyer. Back the other way comes Leipzig, has Brakel with him. Throws it in front off the stick to his skate, and that's shoveled in front, hammering away at it is Leipzig. Referee blows the whistle.
Lost sight of the puck. It was a quick whistle, but also the net may have came off the moorings. One of my favorite words to say when I'm watching hockey, moorings.
You ever hear the call from his stick to his skate and in the back of the net?
Stick to skate, skate
obviously
to stick.
You mean from his skate to his stick. Because if you went from his stick to his skate in the back of the net, it wouldn't be a goal.
Absolutely. We got a timeout here
but
called by Portage.
But I think you know what I meant.
We do.
All right.
Bear with us, please. It is the holiday season.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
We're busy?
No, we're
Family?
just
Shopping?
we're looking forward to the holidays.
Oh yeah.
And I think these teams have given us a great gift here, bearing their hearts on the ice in a 2-2 game. The Blues tying it up here in the third, and the Portage Terriers still with 3 minutes and 36 seconds, 1:04 left in the period. 5-on-4 hockey.
Maybe we get some overtime.
Oh.
The Winnipeg Jets went with the Boston Bruins. 60 minutes wasn't enough. 5 minutes of overtime wasn't enough. Unfortunately, Winnipeg Jets fall 2-1 to Boston in a shootout. But we might see the same here in this game if 60 minutes isn't enough for the Portage Terriers or the Winnipeg Blues. But Portage on this power play. Winnipeg into the slot, clears that just to the line. It's held nicely there by Williams. Onto the stick now of Barnstable, back up to Williams. Down low there. I believe that's Williams now with a slap shot from the point. Onto the stick of Ripplinger. Ripplinger's trying to shrug off a few checks. Finds Sutherland, who fires that to the line. Glove down by Williams. Well done to hold the line. And back into the corner where number 13 for Portage shovels that back down low. There's Brakel. First one on that touch pass up to the point for Williams. Williams is going to walk the line, dust it off, pass it down low to Barnstable. He throws it down to Brakel. Brakel's trying to find a squeeze on the shot. Can't quite get that. 17 seconds remaining and cleared all the way down the ice. One maybe last chance here in the third period for Portage as Williams is going to skate it up. Get to the line, send it in. 5 seconds remaining. Back behind there is Ripplinger in to help out Barnstable, and that's going to do it for 60 minutes. So 'tis the season for giving, and these two teams are going to give us, a remaining 5 minutes, maybe plus, in a 2-2 tie here at the Bell MTS Iceplex, and for all of you watching along the Manitoba Sports Network.
A great job by the Winnipeg Blues in that third period, to control most of the play. Now, most of it wasn't in the Portage zone. All it took was one misplayed rebound off the carom, off the backboards for Peterson, allowing that rebound to go right on McGilvery's stick there in the slot, puts it upstairs. We saw the same situation where Link had a puck come off his pad and sit in front of the slot in the first period for the Portage Terriers to take a 1-0 lead. The same situation occurs for the Winnipeg Blues. They tie it up 2-2. We're going to overtime. We still have a 2-minute 31 man advantage for the Terriers. I mean, not much else can be said right now except for these teams are battling it out, giving us a great game here on the Manitoba Sports Network. This truly is the game of the week.
So how about this 4-on-3 for Portage? They're going to go with the line of McIsaac, Brakel, Leipzig, and Dwyer. Dwyer second in the league for defensive points. Leipzig 48 points in 35 games. Brakel 39 points in 34 games. And of course, McIsaac leads the team with 17 goals. He's got 35 points in 32 games for his own. Quite a potent four-man lineup.
You know what? It's four ingredients of high potency, high octane, high goal scoring. But the nemesis of it all is when you put so much power on the offensive side, are you taking a chance with coughing a puck up and potentially giving up that odd man quick rush for the Blues?
Well, this overtime is brought to you by Four Seasons. Teams are going to come to center ice. Puck is dropped, and 5 minutes of overtime action here. Free hockey for all you watching along the Manitoba Sports Network. Portage now is going to work this into the attacking zone with Leipzig. He's going to drop that down for Dwyer. Now on the half wall for McIsaac. Setting up on the power play here. 4-on-3 are the Portage Terriers. Down into the center of the face-off dot for Leipzig. Intercepted off the puck onto the stick of Sutherland. He's going to clear this all the way down the zone. Hard on the chase is Dwyer to retreat into his own zone as he's being pressed by Sutherland. Passes up to McIsaac. He's walking through the attacking zone. McIsaac throws it on the stick of Brakel, and he scores. Just like that, 37 seconds into overtime, the Portage Terriers with Chase Brakel and his second of the game are going to seal this one here tonight. 3-2 Portage.
Hard way to lose that game for the Blues. I mean, you got to commend Sutherland and the efforts that they had penalty killing wise, but you just gave up way too much space to allow for a 3-on-2 odd man rush. And Brakel, much stronger on the stick in front of Link, just had to sweep it in to the gaping backside. Our only backdoor goal of the night, actually, but position and strength on the stick. Peterson facing 40 shots, making 38 saves, did just enough for this team to win in overtime. And a great game by both teams, just unlucky on the outcome for the Winnipeg Blues side.
Man, it was such a fantastic game. I mean, it was our game of the week here on Manitoba Sports Network, and it did not disappoint in any way, shape, or form. Let's get to the scoring summary here. Opening goal for Portage. Braden Belaney is going to make it 1-0, assisted by Ty Enns. That's Belaney's 6th goal of the year. That was it for the first period, as after 20 minutes, Portage would take a 1-0 lead. Second period, at 7:15, the Blues are able to tie the game up with Cody Behan, 7th of the year. The rookie will make that 1-1. That's assisted by Nick Cisick on the power play. Then at 7:41, so it was, let me make my math correct, 26 seconds later, Chase Brakel will get that 1-goal lead back for Portage, his 17th, his team lead tying 17th goal, assisted by Jeremy Leipzig. And in the third period, 11:41 into that, Joel McGilvery, off a shot off the backboards, came in between the legs of the goaltender Lasse Peterson, was able to bang away that loose puck for his 6th of the year, assisted by Nick Cisick again. 2-2. We go into overtime, where the Portage Terriers carry a 4-on-3, 5-minute power play remaining over from that third period, and Chase Brakel again is able to get his 2nd goal of the game, his 18th, and now team-leading goal for the Portage Terriers, and win this one in overtime 37 seconds in to the extra frame.
What a summary. Great job.
Thank you.
I mean, I got to say, it's been a blast listening to that game summary. It was a blast to watch that game because not only was it two good teams with the strengths and the essentials of what they had to do to beat each other's team, it showed in the 60 minutes when they played each other how great each team was playing to the other team's weaknesses. I mean, Portage Terriers coming off a game last night and knowing they'd be a little bit worried in the legs. The Winnipeg Blues skating and out-skating and out-chancing and out-shooting the Terriers. But the Terriers knowing that the key to the game is at the end of it, when it's 3 for Portage and 2 for Winnipeg, they come out with 2 points. They get 4 points in 2 nights. They do just what they need to win the hockey game. And hats off to a team that shows off the strengths and the skills and the leadership from a team that's come back to back to back in championships in the MJ. You just see the leadership and, most importantly, the pedigree. I love that. That's another great word I love, pedigree, of a team that can maintain a core nucleus together and see these players evolve and become stronger and better each year, game in and game out.
So Portage, obviously, like you mentioned, played last night, picked up a win over Wayway, played today, overtime victory, second game that went to overtime between these two teams. Winnipeg's going to do the same thing as they play tomorrow night in Verdun. What do they got to do? Just quickly forget about this one, get back to the drawing board, and play. I mean, if they play exactly the same way, they put a great effort forward. They put 40 shots onto Lasse Peterson. Goalie stood tall, let in 2 of them. And then it went to overtime against the second-place team, the 3-time defending champions. So what do they got to do going into Verdun as the away team in 24 hours?
I mean, the strengths were definitely in how they were skating and how they were skating so well. So if they're able to regain their leg speed, their leg endurance, and hydrate properly overnight, that is key 1. Number 2 is taking those odd man rushes and executing them. I mean, making sure you find the twine when it's a 2-on-1. When you recognize you have a 3-on-2, make sure you take advantage of that. Don't dump it in. Realize you've got 2 other players with you or 1 other player with you, and you have to execute. You have to be like Brett the Hitman. You got to be the excellence of execution there. You got to put the goals in the net. I mean, 2 goals against a really powerful Portage team is not going to let you win hockey games more often than not. But when you're playing a team like Verdun, again, a pretty decent, a pretty strong team, more rested. Now you got to travel to Verdun. You have to understand that the importance is endurance, hydration, and finish off what you started. If you're going to do 2-on-1s and odd man rushes, take advantage of the sloppy play that defense gives you. You got to put the puck in the net. And I think that'll be the last message Billy Keene gives his players tonight. A great effort, 40 shots on net. Continue with that prowess as well. It was great to see them play 180, 200 feet away from Link. I'm not saying Link's not a great goalie. He's going to keep you in the game all the time. But it's greater to see you play more of the time on the attack zone.
Well, after playing 2 games in a row, Portage is going to get a little bit of break. And not a bad time to have a break over the holiday season, as they are going to go into OCN, a team that they were just tied with coming into this game for second place and now jumped by 2 points on January 5th. So a little bit of time to rest, and what a way to do that after picking up 2 wins. For all of you following at home in the MJHL, there's also another game going on tonight as the Steinbach Pistons have a 2-1 lead over the Verdun Oil Caps. That's halfway through the 3rd period, Steinbach being the number 1 team in the MJHL. So quickly, before we wrap up things tonight, 3 stars in your mind. I know I got mine selected, but do you want to go with yours?
I'm going to surprise everyone. My 3rd star is Cisic, the defenseman for the Winnipeg Blues. I mean, like we said, he's only played 9 games, but he was strong and determined on the defensive play. He had a couple of good shots off the point. Really good job in his 10th game. I like the play of him. He played with more confidence than I've seen him play in recent games. That would be my 3rd star.
Well, I might surprise you even more. I had Nick Cisic as my 2nd star of the game. The rookie for the Winnipeg Blues. He picked up 2 assists. He was all over the ice. He wasn't doing anything wrong by my eyes in the defensive zone. I thought he had a really strong game defensively, picked up 2 assists on both goals for the Winnipeg Blues in tonight's matchup. He was my 2nd star. My 3rd star was the goaltender for the Portage Terriers in Lasse Peterson. 40 shots against. He let in 2 goals, but was stellar otherwise.
He was, and I think what you have to realize when you have a goaltender in the net like Lasse Peterson, he's going to make the fundamental saves. He's going to keep you in the game, and he's going to allow the opportunity for your team to get away with a W. Now, the last goal was definitely on him because he didn't play that Karen properly, but for the most part, rebounds ended up in the sides. He was stopping and controlling the play very well throughout the entire game and was very at ease, knowing that he was able to control the play on the defensive side and giving his defense the opportunity to regroup and move the puck out. I think we can both agree that the number one star
is Chase Brakel.
Absolutely. I mean, getting great news last night, getting the game winner tonight and another one before that, now taking the lead for his Portage Terriers squad here in goals. I mean, he's going to have a wonderful Christmas if he celebrates Christmas. I think he does. But what can you say about him, McIsaac, Belaney, those three guys? I mean, they carried the play in the winger zone, keeping the pucks deep, getting the play out front. Great job by those three players. But, yeah, I think Chase Brakel, great job. He almost had a Gordie Howe hat trick. But you know what? Great job for him tonight. And leading by example was the most important thing he needed for his Terrier squad.
And again, congrats for the commitment to Cornell University, which obviously he will be heading there next year after he tries to bring his Portage Terriers to another championship, 4th in a row, and this would be the second for Chase Brakel.
It'd be an amazing feat. I mean, seeing a team go back to back to back to back is something you don't hear of a lot of because of the transition, the progression of players, and how players leave. I mean, when you think about 3 or 4 years of eligibility for these players in the MJHL, they're going to university, they're going to college, but it's rare that you see a team maintain its nucleus together and then renaissance that nucleus when they're already a 3rd year in and now the 4th year in. And you see that commitment to excellence. And again, that P word, that pedigree of a team and that standing winning tradition continuing in Portage Prairie.
Well, that's going to do it here tonight. 3-2 the final for the Portage Terriers over the Winnipeg Blues here at the Bell MTS Iceplex. Obviously, I want to wish a happy holidays to everyone at home. From us at Manitoba Sports Network to you, of course, enjoy the holidays and be safe. The final, 3 for the Terriers, 2 for Winnipeg. You've been listening to MJHL Hockey along the Manitoba Sports Network.
Want a career in the salon industry but have no experience? Aveda Institute's program is designed to provide aspiring stylists with the solid technical foundations and business tools to achieve your success. With our in-house store and salon, knowledgeable educators, 95% placement, and our 9-month course, we will have you prepared for the demands of the industry. Now accepting applications for our January class, Aveda Institute Winnipeg, Hair School, the way it should be. See us today.
Hi, I'm Rick Funk from Funk's Toyota. Our family has been in the automotive business for over 45 years. That's 45 plus years of looking after customers. We have a top worldwide recognized product that we are proud to be a partner with Toyota Canada. Every new and used vehicle is negotiable when it comes to purchasing your vehicle here at Funk's Toyota. Our staff of many years is very knowledgeable and will help you, not force you with your buying decision. There are no hidden fees and no pressure tactics. Not only that, we promise what we deliver and have one of the best used vehicle warranties in the business. Our staff love to serve and you will feel like family after your first visit. We are not perfect, but we love to please here at Funk's Toyota. For those of you that have experienced our Funk's Toyota family way, please share it with others and like us and share us on Facebook. We are proud to be a sponsor of the Manitoba Amateur Sports. Visit us online at www.funks.toyota.ca.